Duval County, 904 in this bitch, huh? Put your hands up. Yeah, you feel that bass? Turn it up. It's that dirty South punk rock. Dirty South. Dirty South, yeah. Throw it up. Where you from, nigga? Where you from? Duval. You can get caught in the club. Go with your hood, throw it up in the club. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dog that I stole. Show me we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Whole weed, baby, 50 deep. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Fuck that, fuck that. DJ Dirty Skate. When I reach for the herb, nigga, what's the word? Bitch, nigga better recognize real G down the ride. Dirty South, I'm a record till I die. And I ain't even got to tell her what my name is. I just walk right in like I'm famous. Get out the way, bitch. I'm heading straight to the VIP. Where I'ma drink everything for free. Damn right. You can get caught in the club. Go with your hood, throw it up in the club. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dog that I stole. Show me we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Whole weed, baby, 50 deep. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat, bread. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat. Y'all motherfuckers don't want no problems, nigga. Whole wheat bread, bitch, Southside Duval County. It's that dirty South punk rock shit. Y'all gonna have to try extra hard to get up in this punk shit now, nigga. Y'all niggas don't want no problems, nigga. Shut up. Back the fuck up. Perspective, we're back again. Welcome, everyone. This is episode 125. 125.
What's that, about a quarter of the way to 600? Nope, it's not.
Yeah.
500.
Yep, 500.
I blew it.
I'm bad at math anyway, so I'll just go along with it. I'll be like, yeah, 600.
I'm gonna see if I can sneak in more math lies as we go along.
I'll fall for them all. I am a fool for math lies. You could, if you use math trickery, a fool, I say. So, Shabisky,
yeah, babe.
I'm very concerned. I was just informed prior to the beginning of the show that you have not yet been vaccinated. You definitely qualify. And there's no shortage of resources to get you vaccinated literally tomorrow if you wanted to. So what's your problem? Let's go. Let's work
What's
through
keeping
this.
you?
Yep.
I just haven't done it yet.
Do you realize
you've had what, 3-4 months that they've been pretty readily available?
I've been busy.
Have
Doing
you,
what?
or the opposite?
Doing what, biscuits?
Yeah.
What have you been busy
What?
at?
This right here. Yeah.
This is busy.
Yeah, I'm busy.
But I stream a lot too. How did I manage to get 2 of my shots
I don't
already?
know how you manage to make in the time of day for that. I
You're,
just don't
you're
know.
sort of a
There's-
hero, Ben.
They literally set up an appointment and you get it, and you like normally they want you to hang around for 15 minutes just to make sure you don't have a reaction, and then you go home. So it literally takes about a half hour tops to do it.
Yeah.
I was in and out in less than half an hour.
So everything I've said was true. Like, you are an anti-vaxxer. You're afraid to get the vaccine.
Stop it, Ben.
Are you going to deny that?
And you have a young following. You're going to get young people killed.
Wow.
Yeah, you're going to ruin America. Your demographic of below average intelligent 6-year-olds are going to listen to everything you say and do what you do. So set a fucking example, man.
Yes.
Damn it.
Not even smart 6-year-olds.
So you're just not even going to get it, right? You're going to wait till it goes away and be like, I don't need to get it.
I'll get it at some point.
At what point?
Soon.
Egghead says you're lazy.
Oh, you've been caught up by.
See it in the chat?
Damn, Egghead calling me out. Holy shit.
I haven't even had the opportunity to get my second one yet, and there you are in a country with, I don't know, 15 doses for every single member of the population.
They're throwing them away
and you're not even getting it.
They're throwing them away now.
Yeah, they're throwing them away, spitting in Canada's face, who have to scrimp and save for every single dose. I'm getting my second dose in 2023. That's the schedule we're fucking on right now.
I'm cool with spitting in Canada's face.
You don't
Joke's
like
on you. We like it.
You don't like the
They might open their
Canadians?
mouth.
No.
They might catch it in their mouth when you spit at them. Be prepared. Everyone, please like the stream. We haven't streamed on our regular day for a little while, so if you can give us a like and make sure you're still subscribed and all that good shit, that would be great. But I do want to. I'm going to start promoting this. I have this goal for my Patreon, patreon.com/BENPAI. If at any point, even if it's just for a day, I reach the $1,000 goal in 1 month, then I will do a 24-hour show in about a month. I'll do a 24-hour show. Pimpmunk said he'd be there, and I already made a bunch of promises that I'll have to honor. Like all of us will. Pimpmunk and me will perform as our female counterpart characters for at least part
Now you're
of it.
talking.
I really don't want to do a 24-hour show, but I really want to meet this goal, and I will do it. So if you want to sign up, or if you already have a pledge and you want to chuck in another $5 to $10 so we can see how far, because if we see positive movement, other people will follow. People are just hesitant that it won't make it since it's not even halfway yet. But this offer stands. Trap Ben, 24-hour stream.
That's what happened with AIDS when it started getting more positive. More people started getting it.
Exactly.
That's true. So let's make this the new AIDS.
Yeah.
BENPAI's Patreon. It's like the new AIDS.
Ben's Patreon. They're calling it the AIDS of the 2020s.
It is. Get AIDS, everyone. Get AIDS. So I was scrolling through Facebook like 40-year-olds tend to do.
Yeah, you do.
And I came across this post from this West Virginia sheriff.
WV.
And he didn't even know how to post the photo right. Those of you who see the thumbnail will notice I fixed it for him.
Oh, you had to fix it?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I fixed it. But if you notice down below, it got 46,000 reactions and 64,000 comments. Dude got torn up. And it was hilarious because people were trying to argue. Like, he was trying to argue back with the mob of people. I mean, you guys can look it up. Sheriff Nathan Harmon later on, if you guys want to see the exchange. That was pretty good. I fixed... oh, no, that didn't work. Hold on.
Oh, dear.
So because he got torn up, he got torn a new one. He
to
scheduled,
address the haters.
Yeah, and he did a live stream today, and it's hilarious. And we're gonna go through it and watch it because all of the problems he mentions that he has to face in his community due to weed all have to do with the criminality and prohibition of it. All of them. So he's the cause of the problem.
Yeah, so if weed was legalized, none of this would even be a thing.
Right. And he likes to tout, and he likes to tout, like, all the pounds of weed and the money that he confiscates from people in West Virginia, which, by the way, has one of the lowest qualities of life of any state in the United States. And that's not an
It's not
exaggeration.
even the best Virginia.
Yeah, so here's the crooked picture he posted. You can see the table and
Look, landscape, portrait, it's all very complicated.
yeah, well, it is Facebook, you know. But yeah, there's some bags of weed. It looks like some edibles or something. They're branded.
Like blunt wraps?
They probably came. No, I think these are edibles. They probably came from a legal state.
Okay.
A lot of
Gotcha.
weed in these illegal states comes from the legal states now. So
Sure.
So yeah, he posted this. He's like, "Yeah, look at this. This is great." And there's always the ball washers, the rod polishers, you know.
I like how he
Blue
has
Lives
it all-
Matters is.
I like how he has it all set up on the table, like some dude trying to show off what he has. Like all the $100 bills are.
Those aren't
spread
even
up.
$100 bills.
Right.
Those are 20s.
No.
This is
Oh, those
like
are 20.
Those are Hamiltons.
This is like
what
a-
are those, Jacksons. Those
Well,
Jacksons.
that's what they've been doing for years, though, with any kind of drug bust, though, Chad. That's how they lay it out.
Do they really take each 20 and lay it out?
Yeah.
Like
I think
they're
it's a
trying to
little
show off
stack
their
of
money?
20s.
I think they're little stacks, but it is
100.
like some nerd showing off his video game collection.
Yeah.
Well, it's like those dudes who take a picture of their rent money right before they have to pay it. You know, they're like, look at all the money I have.
Yeah, so
Look
here's
at all the money I have for the next 8 minutes.
Here's the
Yeah.
press conference. And by the way, the audio was fucked up. If you guys hear like a little echo, it's because they couldn't get their audio right this entire
Well,
time.
this is TV10. Everybody was watching TV10.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Ted.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Berkeley County. My name is Nathan Harmon.
He sounds like he's Lou Gehrig addressing the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Today, I consider myself
Nathan Harmon, the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Your Berkeley County Sheriff. I wanted to do this Facebook Live to provide some clarity in the responses that I've been receiving on a particular post that
And by the way, sheriff elected position. Literally, they just run in if they live in a place where there's idiots, you'll get an idiot sheriff.
Yeah. That is a wild concept to Canadians and probably a lot of other countries, like elected police officers.
Yeah.
Is really and judges and anything is really fucking weird.
Every county has elected sheriff's departments. I think it's actually in the Constitution, if I'm not mistaken.
It's wild.
displayed marijuana.
Yet another problem with the Constitution.
Obviously, the intent and message, I feel, have been lost and overshadowed by those that don't want the truth to come out.
No,
by those-
you're just outdated as fuck, dude. You don't realize that other people don't give a fuck about weed anymore.
Right.
It's not that. It's not a problem.
And there are multiple states within a couple hundred miles of where his county is where it is legal. And there's no border checkpoints into his state, so it easily comes in. So how about either just stop arresting people for this shit or build a wall around West Virginia?
Yeah, like if you can drive 2 hours to get everything like perfectly legally, you don't get to like lock people up for 20 years once they
Right.
come home with it.
And when has prohibition ever worked? It has never worked.
No, I mean the 1920s was a.
I was going to say there's a
insanely-
couple real nice years in the 20s. All
Right.
that bathtub
It's-
gin.
It was a
nice
whole
stuff.
decade. It was a whole decade. The booze market was unregulated, so the product was dangerous at times, and organized crime basically owned
Wildlife,
portions
yeah.
of the cities.
feel that the marijuana is
And you couldn't sue someone for ripping you off, so you handled business disputes with violence instead.
harmless. And this message wasn't for anyone who decides to use it recreationally in their own home or for any potential medicinal purposes.
But by the way, he's saying this. He's like, "Oh, I don't care if you use it recreationally in your own home. If you use it for medicinal purposes, it's like, but there's no other way to get it in your state. There's no other way to get it, and you're going to arrest people if they have it." I saw that I believe that medical may have just become legal in West Virginia, but there's zero places to get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I
how it
voted
is in the
for
beginning.
the medical use of marijuana pilot program that has
Okay, so you're like 30 years too late on that issue, right?
He's getting there.
Okay.
started in Berkeley County. I feel that there is some medicinal uses for marijuana as it pertains to different ailments. So
I just don't like how young white women want to dance with jazz musicians when they smoke it.
Jazz musicians.
I'm not against that. I'm not even against if you use it recreationally at your own home in the confines of your own wall.
Okay,
already
if I use
said
it
that.
recreationally, how would you like me to get it? You're fine with me using it, so you must also be fine with me getting it. Go
Like how
on.
we keep-
Please elaborate.
Like how you keep specifying, like in your home too. Like people should be able to smoke weed just like cigarettes. It shouldn't have to be just in your home. That's how it is.
Recreationally. What I concern myself with, and the reason why I felt I was voted as your Berkeley County Sheriff, was to protect the public and keep our citizens safe. The trends that I see with marijuana.
Here, listen to these trends.
Gateway.
These are great.
Gateway.
The scourge of the reefer madness.
Yep.
And the things that are
That movie was made almost 100 years ago. Like 90 years ago.
It was the 30s?
Yeah.
30s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
being laced within marijuana.
So there's a lot of laced weed out there, okay? Well, where I live, where weed's legal, the government tracks it from the moment it's planted until the
legal,
moment
regulated
it's sold.
marijuana that isn't laced with anything.
Right.
How about that?
There's testing in place. There's third-party testing, and literally every bit of legal weed is tracked from the moment it's planted all the way until it's on the store shelf and you buy it. It's tracked. So problem solved. Problem solved right there.
Yeah, and honestly, if you want to throw like a little PCP in it, like fuck it, I get wet. I don't care.
Is staggering.
Dip it into formaldehyde.
I've seen the effects of drugs firsthand. I've seen it personally. It's affected my family.
So now we're not just talking about weed, we're talking about drugs. Now it's all one broad issue.
Yeah, now it's drugs.
As well, I'm sure that it's affected yours.
Oh, you're sure?
I'm not searching out marijuana.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
many-
did your brother die of a weed overdose?
Mine did, damn it.
The busts, or specifically marijuana, but many of the busts that you've
There's only
seen.
one argument on this planet that you could use for like an anti-weed, and that would be Shabisky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
you're right.
fair. Like, yeah,
Don't be like
weed,
this guy.
like I on a level of principle, weed should be legal, but I think weed should not be legal because it makes you fucking lame.
Yeah.
What? Wait, lame.
Have been a
Where'd that
direct
come
result
from?
of either our hardworking men and women deputies or our ACE team
Cool with stupid. or
from
something,
our
not lame.
citizens, our concerned citizens,
I
in
can
regards
move,
to drug
see?
activity. And there's not been any busts that I've been on, search warrants, traffic stops, or the like, where we've seized hard drugs, cocaine, crack, PCP, heroin,
Okay, this
Booze,
point I'm about to tear
meth.
down too.
Good stuff.
that hasn't had a little bit of marijuana with
So
it.
he's saying all these
Oh my
hard drugs,
God.
all these
It's the
hard
gateway
drugs
argument.
happen to have marijuana too. Okay, well, I hated having to buy my weed from people who were also selling heroin. I hated having to do that, and now that I live in a legal
I
state,
hated having to buy my heroin for people who are also selling weed.
hey,
I want
see?
a specialist.
It helps.
I hated selling you guys both of them.
It helps us all out. Now I don't have to be around heroin dealers when I want to buy weed. I go to a store and an employee of the store sells it to me.
And now my heroin dealer doesn't want to talk about weed all day.
Exactly. No, I bet he's a lot quicker about it because he's not high.
So much quicker.
Yeah.
Or a lot of marijuana. Matter of fact, the historical 107-pound bust that we did earlier this year from Mr. Gene, he possessed speed, or
A 107-pound weed bust? What was that?
Oh.
Shabisky?
He had a ton of weed. He had pounds and pounds of weed, but he also had speed. So there's the correlation.
Weed and speed.
Yep.
he referred to as crank, and also possessed a weapon.
Okay.
Look across the United States as you see these active shooter situations occurring. people having weapons.
What does this have to do with weed? But by the way,
Every redneck home in West
weed and
Virginia.
active shooter crossover.
Right.
Where is this going?
And
you go to every fucking redneck home in West Virginia, they got a weapon.
right, and with a lot of these people, a lot of these shooters, we didn't know that they weren't supposed to have a weapon until they shot people. You know, like we didn't
They
know.
had weed on them too, Ben.
Oh, okay.
Should not have weapons.
Yeah, we didn't find out they should not have weapons until they used their weapon to shoot a bunch of people.
Until they killed 23 children.
Yeah, them being able to get a weapon is the problem, not the weed. What a ridiculous way of thinking. I
That's
don't know.
insane.
Yeah.
Here at the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department, our goal, our primary goal, is to hit this drug problem that's had its grip on Berkeley County for so many years. The political arena has desensitized us about marijuana.
Did he mean desensitize? He said desynthesize.
What the hell did he say?
He said
Desynthesized?
Yeah.
He took away all of our synthesizers? But how am I going to play Flock of Seagulls?
All the guys from
waiting for
9 Inch
that
Nails
jam.
are pissed off at me now. Depeche Mode's really mad now.
About marijuana.
I want to hear desynthesized again. Like, I've never heard.
Yeah.
Is to hit this drug problem that's had its grip on Berkeley County for so many years.
Yeah, so it's been illegal for so many years, and the problem never gets solved no matter what you do and no matter how much you confiscate and how many dumb pictures you gloat about on social media. So you're doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and now you're going to...
Why does all these redneck law guys always have the same haircut, though?
Good question. I mean, it's almost
They
like...
all-
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a lot of them are ex-military or something, and they kept the military hair. I don't know.
The political arena has desensitized us about marijuana.
Desynthesized. Absolutely.
Desynthesized. You mean desensitized?
He sure does. He sure does.
He smoked a lot of weed before this guy.
He's high as shit right now.
This is about safer communities, saving lives, not about politics. My message isn't about recreational medicinal marijuana. And like I said earlier, I voted for it.
You voted for it, yet you connect it to all these hard drugs and you blame active shooter situations on it. So you're all over the map. And plus, I mean,
Kinda.
the medical debate has already been settled forever ago. The fact that you're just now recently coming around to it, and that's all you think, that's the only application for weed, it says a lot.
My message is about marijuana that is currently out there being laced with various substances, PCP, fentanyl, and other opioids.
I'd like to see the numbers on that, like what percentage they confiscate actually is laced, because I find that kind of hard to believe. And again,
I bet it's pretty low.
yeah, and again, if you put the weed in stores and take it out of the hands of the people that sell those other drugs, people are just going to go to the stores and buy it.
Yeah, and then nothing is laced.
Right.
That is killing people. Whereas people utilize marijuana, go behind the wheel, get on.
Can we see? Oh, now he's going to do the driving argument, but he said people are being killed by smoking weed laced with fentanyl. Can we find there's got to be a news story somewhere that proves that actually happened, because I don't believe it happened.
Yeah, what are the numbers on that?
Yeah.
Our
If this
interstates
was happening in like a mass amounts, it would be all over the news.
Right.
on our county roads and get in a traffic accident. As a matter of fact, a drug driving report from the U.S. Department of Transportation has evidence that most frequently detected in crashes with drivers, the drivers have marijuana in their system.
Okay, that's because a ton of people smoke weed, and your weed stays in your system for like a month or more sometimes, depending on different factors, how much you use it and how much like what your body fat percentage is, because it stores itself in your fat cells. So there's I would like if I don't smoke all night and wake up in the morning totally sober and drive, I'll test positive for weed. You know,
right, yeah. But that's not the reason you got in the accident. You just got in the accident because you're a stupid driver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're from Ohio.
And you drive on the wrong side of the road. That they do that in Ohio, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time, Scott, if you ever happen to be driving through Ohio, switch to the other
it up
lane.
once I cross the border. Yeah.
Immediately.
I know how it works.
Ignore the semis that are barreling towards you.
Always do.
And they also noted in the same report that came out in 2015 that it drastically impairs the psychomotor skills, the reactionary response of the driver. These things...
While they're high, sure, no one is advocating for making it legal to drive while you're high.
Yeah, you're not supposed to... it's illegal to drive drunk, so just the same with weed. Like, there's no way to argue for alcohol being legal without also arguing for weed being legal.
Exactly. But they still do it.
It's irresponsible
of
people.
Course.
I'm concerned with. If you leave your house high and get behind the wheel, you have made a negligent decision and gotten our roads and now have put our public at risk.
I like his shitty mid-Atlantic accent. Our roads.
Yeah, but he's off on a tangent now that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, because cough syrup can make you drive bad.
I mean, you can go to a bar in West Virginia in his county and drink a whole bunch. But I mean, like, it's going to happen anyway. It's just as illegal.
Yeah, he's just arguing against irresponsible people now. I mean, we can't. That's just stupid.
Here in Berkeley County alone, we've had 3 shootings. 3 shootings that stick out to me particularly.
Listen to this one.
March 11th, the West Virginia State Police investigated off Patrick's Court, Nadenbush, where a suspected dealer of marijuana, where there was 36 pounds of marijuana located in his home, was attempted to be robbed by another person.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it's illegal.
Yeah.
In your county. If it was legal, that wouldn't have happened.
Right. Exactly.
He yielded a firearm, shot the person that attempted to rob him, and now that person is deceased.
Hold on. We got another word fuck up. He yielded a firearm, or he wielded a firearm. He didn't give the guy his gun.
He yielded.
He didn't yield his firearm. There wouldn't have been a shooting if he yielded his firearm.
You know what?
You dumbass.
I will mention, though, a problem we have even here in Washington, because it's federally illegal in our state. We can't use debit cards or credit cards to buy it. It's all cash. So these
cash.
Yeah, cash only. And these stores are sitting ducks for getting robbed. It happens all the time.
Oh yeah,
I see it all the time on the news. So that's another problem that could easily be fixed. If they weren't basically banks without vaults in them,
Again, that was March 11th of this year. April 9th in Spring Mills, Vaquero Drive. That one particularly bothered me because now I find my deputy standing in front.
Oh, he's going to do a think of the children fallacy really quick.
Of a family and explaining to the family why bullets were traveling through their residence at early hours of the morning, all for the reason of being shorted $20 worth of marijuana.
Yeah, so if in a legal state someone got shorted, they could complain to the manager of the store, or they could call the Better Business Bureau, or they could sue them, like take them to small claims court or whatever.
Instead of having to go murder Jamal.
Right.
and by the way, sir, officer, if you wanted to calm them kids down, you should have given them some weed.
little bit of weed for the kids.
Whereas that round that came through that family's home missed their daughter's head by 6 inches.
Sounds like you need to pull back the reins a little bit on all the people that have guns in your county. Sounds like there's a little too much gun action going on.
Sounds like a gun problem.
Right.
Less of a weed problem.
Yep.
More of a gun problem.
12th at Motel 6, another shooting involving marijuana. Very, very near to
guns.
a school.
Also involving guns.
Guns and drug dealers who wouldn't have any business if it were just legal.
And they were staying in a Motel 6. That pissed anybody out.
You see, these are my concerns. My message is not to the recreational or the medicinal users. My message is about the criminal activity.
It wouldn't be criminal. It would be out of the hands of criminals.
That brings to the table and affects the public.
He's making like 50-year-old arguments here.
He's in West Virginia.
Yeah, it's just like really old, stupid-ass arguments.
Sheriff Mike Lewis from Wapacomico County, Maryland, was here just not too long ago. Early part of June, gave a two-day course. And it was startling to hear him bring up some statistics within that 2-day training period. He's been certified as a subject matter expert in traps and traffic,
It's a trap!
Drug interdiction by our federal court.
I sincerely hope Shabisky's getting his vaccine right now.
Yeah, you think he is?
I call him a personal
You think he didn't just get lost on the way to the bathroom or something?
The shiny object.
Oh, I only known him
Well,
for
he's
a
been
little
smoking that fentanyl-laced weed, man.
Oh, damn.
bit. I was on the phone with him just yesterday.
The phone.
We were discussing the desynthesization that the politics...
Desynthesization.
What are you doing? It's getting worse.
He's like, he must have bought the latest Keenism book or something, dude. He just
That is a real Keenism.
Yeah.
It's very keeny.
Marijuana just because it's desynthesized or legalized in 26 other states.
He just thinks that's what the word is.
Desynthesized.
Yeah. You know, like when something is synthesized, this is like the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It's desynthesized. You know.
And the lack of importance that's put on the most current trends of laced marijuana and the effects that
I don't believe it. And even if it's true, which I don't believe that much weed is laced. Even if it's true, it could be solved by legalization. Prohibition enables.
100%. Even giving him the benefit of the doubt about something that's probably a lie, it's solved by legalizing it.
I mean, look at there was such a huge bootlegging business in the 20s, and do we still see bootleggers? Like, no.
Not a lot.
No.
Not a lot of alcohol bootleggers these days.
No.
There's a reason for that. You know, the convenience and the safety of it.
has. In the 70s or 80s, we didn't have to concern ourselves too much due to the THC purity levels or CBD purity levels in the 70s or 80s.
A high CBD level wouldn't get you high.
As it was
Say more things, sir.
Yeah, weed is stronger now than it used to be, but that doesn't matter if you're over 21. Unless I'm taking crazy amounts of edibles, there's no way weed can make me as fucked up as like Jack Daniels could. You know, like it just can't happen.
The 15.
Let's do a lot of both and find out.
Oh, doing both will make me throw up. For sure. Like being on edibles and super drunk at the same time will make me throw up.
Yeah, that's the move.
But what we're seeing now is in upwards of purity levels of 85 to 97%.
That's not true. Okay, he's talking about concentrates then. Actual weed like flower isn't going to get much higher than like the mid 30s.
And plus, it's a stupid argument. Like, that just means you just have to use less of it to get the same amount of an effect. It means
That means it's better weed.
Yeah.
Like, it's silly. How does it all of a sudden become bad because it gets strong? Like, all of a sudden when we started making really strong alcohol, is it bad all of a sudden? Like, no. Just a concentrate of it.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Because he didn't say concentrates. He's making it sound like the flower is up to 80-90%.
Majority of it being hydroponic marijuana.
No, see, hydroponic.
He's desensitized.
He's not even talking about concentrates. He's trying to say that hydroponically grown flower is up to 80-90%, which he doesn't know. It's funny as someone who like posts pictures of all this weed knows nothing about it, and his job is to enforce the laws against it where he lives.
Yeah, that's
86% of the homicides across the nation have been attributed to drugs and addiction.
To drugs like heroin, meth, crack.
And normally it's criminal enterprise doing that.
Yeah.
Gangs and shit.
72% increase in homicides.
Do we want to take the power away from the gangs and the organized crime profiting off of this and let society make some money off of it too while we're at it?
I personally don't. I want all the gangs to make the money.
State of Colorado, and an drastic increase in crime in Washington State.
That is not true at all.
Soon after they legalized marijuana.
That did not happen. There was not this drastic... that would have been all over the news everywhere. If there was just this, like, they legalized weed here in Washington, and then all of a sudden, like a year later, it's like quadrupled the crime rate. That didn't happen.
But you love how he's showing us statistics and numbers along with this, not just anecdotal evidence and bullshit.
Well, crime rate went down in Colorado after that. So.
Yeah.
Why? Dispensaries are getting robbed.
Dispensaries are getting robbed because of the problem that I just mentioned.
Because you have to pay cash.
Yeah, it's a
and
building.
And they're places with a bunch of cash. It's the same reason convenience stores get robbed.
Right. It's a building full of cash.
Every problem he's mentioned can be solved by legalization.
Right.
Individuals are getting robbed. Cash is being taken, strong arm robbery, and they're shooting.
That, I mean, normally, no, there's not a lot of shootings. A lot of the robberies happen at night. They steal weed too. Some of the stores have armed guards too, like if they're in the city, like in the inner city. Not so much here in the suburbs, but it's if people could swipe their debit cards, there'd be a lot less cash to be stolen, and people wouldn't think it's worth robbing them because there wouldn't be as much cash flying around.
Just like the 3 shootings we had. We're living in a time frame where now we're dealt with a generation that rather shoot first and ask questions later.
That's the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you talking about now?
Where are those bullets going? An innocent family's home, either while they sleep or while they're traveling the roads here in Berkeley County.
Again, gun problem.
PG County, Maryland, has the highest rate of laced marijuana, and literally is the capital of it.
Okay.
The highest rate in the United States, 1 in 12,000.
Prince William County, Virginia, an article came out October 20th of 2020. 4 overdoses involving laced marijuana. One died.
All places where weed is illegal. Weed is illegal in all the places you just mentioned.
I like how his evidence is 4 people dying. It's like, do you know how many people die every day from fucking car accidents, all sorts of bullshit? Like, let's start just making everything.
Those are all caused by weed.
According to him.
Like it's so silly.
3 were brought back with Narcan. Just recently, a post, whereas I had my task force trace this information down, where 150 pounds of fentanyl-laced marijuana is potentially in the state of Mississippi.
Well, I'm glad I live Mississippi, another state where it's illegal.
What town is this weed at, by the way?
Yeah, where were they saying? Where in Mississippi was that? One more time.
This entire county only has like 120,000 people. This guy's county.
Bitch ass county.
Ladies and gentlemen, my message when I put posts up is the efforts from your law enforcement in trying to tackle this drug problem that has been unchecked for so many years
Has it?
I'm not getting involved with politics or legalization of marijuana. Matter of fact,
you're sure not.
I'd like to see the decriminalization.
Decriminalization, all that means is you can't be criminally charged. They're still going to have to buy it illegally if they want it. They're still going to have to worry about it being laced, like you claim. There's so much of it laced, so there's that problem. I mean, it's stupid. Yeah, decriminalization isn't shit. It doesn't really do much, except for, you know, you won't get a criminal record.
Marijuana. These are discussions to be had at the table with legislators that I plan on having when that opportunity presents itself.
You just said you wouldn't bring
amongst other things. But my primary goal as your elected sheriff is to protect our community. And I thank God that we have the citizens that reside here in this county that support their law enforcement. The defamatory insults, hate, and disregard for any moral or ethical upbringing that we should have has been dissolved by folks that do not want to have any healthy conversation.
Because they're desensitized.
They're desynthesized.
They have 4 to 5 Facebook profiles. Why?
He's feeding the trolls. It's hilarious.
What are you talking about?
They have 4 to 5 Facebook profiles. Yeah, he's really feeding into the trolls because he can see him coming back with supposedly another account and stuff, and like he needs to focus on his job. What the fuck is he doing? Sitting around looking at the comments on his Facebook page.
He got butthurt.
Yeah. There's a lot of responses. If you go and find the original post that I showed earlier, there's a ton of him responding to the people talking shit. And now they got him to do this press conference. So, hey.
Because this is their mantra. This is what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let those haters destroy our message. Here in Berkeley County, we are taking a proactive role in tackling this drug problem.
What's his message? Weed's bad, but he wants it legalized?
It's very...
So far.
He wants it decriminalized.
Yeah, it's very unclear. Yeah.
He wants it decriminalized, but he also thinks it's responsible for gun violence and
it's also the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's the same arguments Nancy Reagan made in the 80s.
Can go out and play and feel safe once again. This sheriff's department is your sheriff's department.
Weed's not going anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter how much of it you confiscate. And especially because people can go buy it in other states and bring it into your state. It's not going away. You might as well take a pragmatic approach.
And the hills of West Virginia is loaded with plants, brother.
Berkeley County citizens.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to allow any of these haters that defame our efforts.
Haters!
He's butthurt.
He's so lame.
He is so fucking butthurt. You don't hear cops get up there and say, the haters, bro.
Not gonna let these haters.
It's so embarrassing.
Yep. I hope this loses his next election for him. I hope this gets played like on TV in West Virginia. Be like, don't vote for this pussy. He's a dumbass. What's a desynthesization?
That would be an awesome commercial.
Fuck, I'm going to start my own PAC. And we'll run ads in West Virginia, paid for by citizens that think
playing this video
Harmon
and calling him a pussy.
Yep.
We're going to hire Tommy Chong to do the voiceover.
A good Canadian Tommy Chong.
Yeah, but he moved to America like a smart Canadian.
A Jim Carrey type.
No, he went to jail in America because he was here. He would have been better off not coming here.
Yeah,
way better in Canada.
Because it's legalized in their state.
Look up the name of Tommy Chong's band in Vancouver, BC. I'm not allowed to say it on the podcast.
Are you serious?
I am dead ass serious.
He has a band in Vancouver?
Had a band in Vancouver in like the 60s.
Oh God. Okay, I'm afraid to know.
And I'll give you the initials. I can do the initials. That's a problem. 4 N's and a C.
Oh my God.
And he's the C, right?
He's the C.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's what I thought.
NARS.
Yeah.
To overshadow the message that needs to be sent.
Overshatter? Did he say overshatter?
That's country.
Wind
Man. That's country.
Wind it back.
Let's hear what he says.
Let's get deep on this.
All right, hold on.
The county citizens. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to allow any of these haters that defame our efforts, because it's legalized in their state and not in ours, to overshadow the message that needs to be.
Yeah, he said overshadow.
Yeah. That was overshadowed.
Oh my God.
And he also used the not nurse. Not nurse. That's country hell. They're not nurse.
That was some country ass shit right there.
Shatter.
It sounded like he said shadow, but he had an accent to it that made it sound like shatter.
Maybe he
Yeah,
just wants
southern
some
accent.
shadow.
Yeah, but
Come on.
it did sound like that, but that's not the accent he has,
No.
which is the confusing part.
Yeah, because he has a weird accent. He's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, but
He's
it is
from
West
the
Virginia.
he's from the West Virginia Panhandle, so he's like Eastern West
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah, so that's close.
Yeah, so
They-
so you've got that like Pennsylvania, Maryland type accent.
Yeah, it's mixed. So yeah, okay, I get it.
Sent here in this county that we will not tolerate any illegal drugs being brought into this county.
Even though I think they should be decriminalized.
A message to those that have taunted and
Listen to this. This is fucking priceless.
defamed the message is and claim to want to travel through our county. Do me a favor. Send me a message. Make your vehicle, the tag number, free to come into our county, and you and I will have a chat.
So he wants us to send him
You're
our.
gonna murder me. You're gonna shoot me with
I
your
want to
gun.
go have a chat with him.
Oh man, he wants you to snitch on yourself.
Yeah, he wants you to snitch on yourself. What a
Get on
dumbass.
that, Billy Bob.
What a weird threat.
I know.
It is illegal in the state of West Virginia. You bring it into this county, we're going to have an issue. The seizures of money that's involved with the traffic stops or search warrants that we do, because they want to ruin this message too, does not go into the pockets of the deputies,
Where does it go?
but it does go into
Well, it does a little bit.
the efforts of drug interdiction. That could be the addiction side of things, and that could be the fight against drug side of things. Equipment, training.
First of all, you do have quotas. You know you have quotas, and that makes money go into your pocket if you make your quota. So shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
Yeah.
For the deputies. But I can tell you this. We are just as much concerned about the addiction side of the drug problem we have, as well as the supply.
That's wild.
At the same time
you're
that
not.
our officers are out there being proactive on the streets and listening to our citizens' complaints about the drug problems they have in their communities, our deputies are armed with resources and information to provide the person that is addicted to these drugs.
You don't do that. Let's face it, you do not do that. You're not out there counseling people. No, you're lying.
Well, a lot of times, I don't know about West Virginia, but a lot of areas have drug courts where, like, your first offense, they're like, hey, you can do time or you can go to, like, drug counseling. But you got to pay for it. It's, like, on your own dime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's because the jails are over full of fucking marijuana drug busts.
Yeah.
We want to help the demand of these drugs just as much as we want to address the supply. There are multiple programs out there that we want to make sure that
The supply is coming. I mean, like, the supply is in your state, but there's plenty of supply outside of your state. And what? How far away might he be from D.C.? I mean, there's like legal weed in D.C.
they're
Yeah,
suffering
it's legal in DC now.
from
Yeah, West
addiction.
Virginia's not that. Especially Eastern West Virginia is not that far from DC.
Yeah.
Have in their hands. We want to point them in the right direction. I just got done with a 45-minute conversation with former director Kevin Knowles.
I don't know how they did it. I don't really understand DC's law because DC isn't a state. It's a federal district, and it's federally illegal. But in the city of DC, it's legal. It's so weird.
DC's such a strange. Like I was talking about this yesterday. Like I don't understand how DC works and why it exists. Why is Washington not just part of a state?
Yeah, it's weird, or at least be its own state. It's a federal district.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, just like be a state, but like it's not a state. It's nothing. It's weird.
I mean, it's basically a city.
It has a mayor.
And that's relatively new. And their mayor was smoking crack. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Shout out to Marion Barry.
Recovery Resource Center, and now he's the director of a private company called Brookdale. We talked a lot about substance abuse and the issues that keep this vice around those that are addicted to drugs. I'm just as heartfelt on the addiction side.
You'll never understand the issue of drugs until you either realize or admit to yourself that different drugs do different things. Different drugs have different effects. Some are more severe than others. Some are more addictive than others. If you don't understand this,
some are cooler than others. Yeah. Like Coke is objectively cooler than weed. Coke.
If you just lump them all together as one thing, you're going to sound like a fool to anyone that's under a certain age.
Hey, guess what, homie? My drug was legal. The drug
that's
that
right.
I
Good
had.
for you. Good for you.
The drug that I was massively addicted to and almost killed myself.
A doctor gave it to me.
Yeah.
This as I am addressing the supply of this. So my message.
Yeah, he doesn't talk about people driving on Percocet, and you know what I mean.
The message is simple. We're going to deal with this drug problem. We're going to deal with it together. And though.
Yeah, like. Someone's sleeping all night on Ambien and they wake up and get in their car and drive their kids to school.
Yeah.
I like to go the other way. When I'm driving home, I take an Ambien at the beginning of the trip and play with what I like to call Ambien roulette and see if I can make it all the way home.
You've made it so far.
Fun.
We have the
I'm
naysayers.
batting 1,000.
Every time he drives through the park, it's really fun.
Well,
he has an off-road vehicle. Yeah, he's got an off-road 4x4.
Yeah.
Out there that is trying to overshadow the actual message and the transparency that this department provides for our county citizens. I'm asking our county citizens, don't listen to them. Don't even engage them.
Yeah, don't listen to people.
Don't do what you're doing. Don't do what you're doing right now.
I tried to reason. I tried to have.
Speech is for them, but don't engage with them. Don't
have a healthy.
Shabisky made a point.
Of course.
Shabisky came to play.
Up. I'll stick my point in your mouth. You don't shut up.
Oh, looky, big boy.
Shabisky told me that you're changing the name of your show, Pimpmunk.
Yeah,
I heard that.
We're changing it to the Shabisky Show.
It's going to be called The Wood with host Pimpmunk and former co-host Shabisky has left, and we hired Scott Hinson to take his place.
What? It's a little wordy, but I like it.
I liked mine. Anthony Caruso's Evening Dickwood Show, starring Anthony Caruso and his sidekick, Pimpmunk.
I like how Shabisky has the name of a gangster, like hey, I'm Tony Caruso, and then it's you.
Yeah, and also listen,
it's very funny.
You, if they'll help.
He has the name Caruso. He has the Italian name Caruso, yet he eats pizza with a fork.
What?
No, you don't. No, you fucking don't.
He does.
You should be executed.
You're a monster.
You should be executed.
You should,
No, I only do it on streams sometimes because I'm trying not to.
When are you not streaming? What do you mean?
Exactly.
I only do it on the rare occasion that I stream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
I only do it the 18 hours a day I'm streaming.
And I mean, a fucking fork.
Fucking
It's the
Tony
goddamn-
Caruso eats his pizza with
Tony
a fork.
Caruso.
There's actual pizza places named Caruso
That-
Pizza.
That sounds like a character from The Godfather.
Right? Tony Caruso.
Yep.
Tony Caruso.
Hey,
Hey,
that's me.
you sounded more like Welcome Back Cotter, but okay, there's a movie.
Hey, Mr. Caruso.
Conversation with these individuals. I actually had a conversation with someone from New York. I brought up the 3 shootings here that
big
we had in
city.
Berkeley County, directly correlated to marijuana.
New York City.
He literally
Directly
said I was lying
correlated.
and made those stories up just to
He's so-
emphasize my
dude.
point.
This guy's silly. How much you want to bet all 3 of those people had fucking beer in their fridge too? That doesn't make like. There's a lot of. They wore shirts. You know, they all.
We have to stop the scourge of shirts.
They all.
Everyone
used
pop
Axe
that shirt
body
up.
spray.
I've been insulted.
Wore-
I've been
wore
put
Axe
down. I've
body
been called
spray.
a
It
pig.
must be a connection.
See, now he's bringing it back to I've been insulted.
I've actually had a phone call that came in. That
phone
an individual
call.
did not want to hear anything that I had to say. He talked over me and made the pig noise for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're getting.
That's funny. That's objectively funny. Why would you say that? Everyone would find that funny. No
Why
one's
did
going to
you
be
s-
on your side for that, you fucking idiot.
Why
That's
did you
great.
stay in the
And
call
you know
for
how
5
many more
minutes?
calls you're gonna get now?
I want to point out too that if he's sitting there for 5 minutes waiting for this guy to stop oinking at him, then he's fucking
He's not
stupid
busy.
himself.
And
You're
he's
stupid.
and
You
he's
need
got
to-
and he's got a slow day going.
if you're a fucking cop and you're even taking the time of day out to talk to these people, if they do one fucking oink at you, you should be like, later, hang up. I'm on to my next
That's
thing
what
with
it
my
is.
day. What the fuck?
I think I figured it out. This must not be a very busy county.
I'm thinking no.
Yeah,
There's only
too.
100,000 people that live in the entire county.
Yeah, so he's just trying to find shit to do, man.
Are you making
At the end of the day, he's
excuses for
bored.
him?
It doesn't bother me. And I'm asking our Berkeley County citizens not to let it bother you either. As these naysayers have probably went through the social media page and conducted personal attacks on anybody that wants to support the effort. Again, we're not after the recreational and medicinal use of marijuana. Again, I voted for it.
Yeah, but
Well, how are we gonna get it to use it if you keep busting our
But-
dealers, bitch?
well, he just said earlier, if you plan on driving through my county with weed on you, give me your make and model of your car and your license plate number.
Yeah, he did say that.
Right. So what does that mean?
Yeah, kind of double talk there, isn't it?
There's a lot of it in this. That's all this is.
He's overshadowing himself.
It'd be funny to actually go and like live stream meeting him, like take him up on his word. Don't bring weed, obviously, but meet him, be like, okay, I'll meet you. Do a fucking stream going and meeting Mr. Sheriff, whatever the fuck, Nathan
Harmon. Sheriff Nathan Harmon.
Dude, I'd love.
I
to
mean,
do that.
he'll literally shoot you dead and then plant drugs on you. Is what
I'm
would
cool with
happen.
that.
Yeah, it's not
That
a good
sounds like
idea.
a cool way to go out.
We're after the
I'm cool with him
marijuana
doing
that's been
that to Shabisky too.
has been killing people. We're after the marijuana that is the root cause of the shootings that have occurred right here in our county. That's what we're after. That's what the message is about. But it's not about just marijuana. We're seeing the harder drugs in the mix with the marijuana.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. And if you made alcohol illegal, you'd probably see people selling alcohol along with marijuana and the other illegal drugs. And if you made cigarettes
Sure would.
illegal, you'd probably see people selling cigarettes along with alcohol and weed and all the other illegal drugs.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
they're with
about
it
to see
because
that
they're
with
illegal.
menthols.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You're
wonder
about
if
to see a big old menthol black market about to happen. So.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, they're banned here.
Well, I'm about to go buy a bunch of bags of menthol tobacco.
Stock
get me
up
a
on your
roller.
menthols.
Oh no, I don't even smoke menthol, but I'm gonna get a rolling machine and I'm gonna set
Sure.
the fuck out of it.
Damn, you're gonna be a drug dealer, Pimpmunk. That's disgusting.
They gonna call me Siggy Weed. Shabisky, quit eating.
Yeah, babe.
Ladies and
I'm a
gentlemen,
hungry biscuit.
I think what bothered me the most is that a 7-year-old boy wanted to take
Oh
a
my
picture with
God.
me in a gas station.
What?
A 7-year-old what?
7-year-old wanted to take a picture with.
A 7-year-old goy, a non-Jew.
About just marijuana. We're seeing the harder drugs in
did you say?
the mix with the marijuana.
One more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think what bothered me the most is that a 7-year-old boy wanted to take a picture with me in a gas station.
Bothers me when I'm around kids too.
What?
I hate it when 7-year-olds want to take pictures.
Fucking little bastards. That's what we need to make illegal, little 7-year-old boys.
Solve
Very
a lot of
proud
problems.
that he wanted to be a
Shabisky.
police officer someday.
What, babe?
His mom, very proud that
Nothing.
he wanted to be a police officer someday. Still does. And then I asked for the permission to put it on my Facebook page, and almost immediately, that 7-year-old boy was attacked. Why am I mentioning this to you?
Oh,
Because that
Physically?
is a perfect
Was he
example
beaten?
of the dissolvement of the moral and ethical fiber of the naysayers that are actually on that page trying to do harm and spread hate.
I
He
just
did
figured
not.
out what the internet is.
he did not get, the 7-year-old boy did not get beat because he took a picture of you. He got beat because he owed his weed dealer some money, okay?
Yeah.
During my campaign was stop the hate. Regardless of whatever racist narrative was going across the nation or whatever narrative was going across the nation, there's one common denominator amongst all the arguments.
What? Wait a minute, what?
Where did that get in the mix?
A racist narrative?
I mean, look, I
That
like a
was
racist narrative as much as the next guy, maybe more. But why are we talking about it right now?
That one lost me. That ran off and left me. I was like, where the fuck racism
Yeah.
come from?
It has nothing to do with anything that we've been talking about at all.
Hate. And I feel that that is the true root of the issue. Don't give in to the naysayers. Don't
Wait, is
allow
he not
them
going
to
to explain that? He just...
No, he's not.
No.
He's just going to dangle it out there, and now it's your problem.
overshadow our message and our efforts here. This is Berkeley County, and we're Berkeley County strong, and I have faith in you, and I ask that you have faith in me. If you have questions, email me.
Oh, I got a bunch after that racism statement.
Call me. I don't mind having healthy conversations with those that might disagree with me.
He's just going to sit around all day talking to trolls on the phone.
He is.
Yeah.
He's bored. He's so bored. He hates his life.
Everyone call him up. 5 minutes of pig noises, please.
Did he do all this to make friends?
Who would sit
I think
and
he's
listen?
lonely.
Okay. Who would sit and listen to 5 minutes of it? I don't understand that.
That's a lot. Like, it doesn't take long to oink. So how many, like, oinks per minute are we talking? Like, probably more than... I'm saying, like, 80, 90 OPM, oinks per minute. Mm-hmm. So now we're talking, like, 400, 450, not a math lie, real math, oinks that he listened to.
Yeah. He was willing to listen to that many oinks. He's
I
got an
don't
oink
think
fetish.
that's what he was talking
But
about,
again-
Cannon. I don't think he was saying the kid was a racist.
Where'd they
I
come
asked
up
that-
with that?
You continue, as our Berkeley County
7-year-old kid
citizens
was a
do,
racist.
continue to report the drug issues within this county. Disregard the naysayers. Don't let any of that affect you whatsoever, because it's not this department. We're going to continue to do our job. We're going to continue to fight for you, and we're going to continue to make our streets safe once again. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. I know it's at 2 o'clock.
Gonna
A
make
lot of
them
you are
safe once again.
working full-time jobs, but hopefully you can play this back at your leisure, and we'll stay in touch.
Was there some point where the
Thank you.
streets were just completely safe? I didn't
And
realize.
God bless.
Yeah. Just for a minute, but it was real nice.
Yeah.
So that was
For a
it.
minute.
And oh shit, they forgot. They haven't figured out how to stop it yet.
Where's the button? Where's the
There
button?
it
Where's the
is.
button? Where's the button? Where's the button? There
So
it is.
Any final thoughts from anyone?
Well, I'm really glad he addressed the haters, all capitals, as per the title of the Facebook post.
Yeah.
What an absolute fucking loser.
Well, I'm glad we got it all cleared up that weed is racist.
I'm glad it came down to the racial narrative.
Yeah. I have no fucking clue why he said
Was that even related to the picture with the
No.
kid, or was that
No.
a separate crazy thought, or what? I wish I knew.
He just threw that. I think he was just throwing to see what sticks.
He's like, well, I'm a cop talking, and I haven't mentioned racism in 5 minutes. So,
Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. Also, there's a goal if you want to throw me a couple bucks. I don't know if I'm going to hit it, but I mean, we could still try. It's never too late to try.
Yeah.
Should I do the thing where I time out Shabisky?
Yeah.
oh yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So
I'd do that.
It's crazy talk. Everybody loves me.
for
That's
every
crazy
for
talk.
every $25 dono, I'll time out Shabisky for 3 minutes.
Whoa!
for 6 weeks.
Put him in timeout.
For every $25, that's a month with no Shabisky.
And if you finish the goal, I'll kill Shabisky.
I'll kill him. Now we're talking. You know what? I'm gonna donate.
Where'd you go? Well, oh, he's running away.
I gotta wash my
He's
hands
scared.
off.
He timed himself out.
Did he say he got cum all over his hands?
I think he did.
Yep. Well,
think he
all
did.
that talk about killing him turned him on.
Yeah. He's a freaky little fucker.
No, I won't kill him. You know what I'll do, though? I'll drive over to his house and inject him with the vaccine.
Ooh. The ultimate punishment for a dumb person.
What if the vaccine made him really smart?
Oh, a Flowers for Algernon situation? I like
Yes.
that. Let's riff that out.
I love that book. I love how it's
great.
written like a journal. It's great.
Yeah, Flowers for Shabisky.
Chabernon. Yeah, Charlie Gordon.
How about Flowers for Galgernon and it turns you into a girl?
Galgernon.
How about Flowers for Gal Gadot and it turns you into a Zionist bitch? How about that? Do we like that?
You know, she was Miss Israel in the Miss Universe pageant too.
So
Yeah.
was I.
Yeah, she was.
So yeah, Pimp came second. He was the runner-up Miss Israel.
Yeah. You know, I got called a rapist today because I bit that dude.
Is it because you raped?
No, because I bit that dude's nut. That was sexual assault, that guy said.
Oh, damn! You're awful.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Let's do.
There, it looks like there was breaking news in the fan chat. Cops just showed up at Cobb's house because he fell asleep on stream, and somebody called in a wellness check.
Oh,
That's very funny.
crazy.
He's biting your style, Pimp. Falling asleep on stream.
yeah, but they shouldn't have called the police.
Jab that anti-vax sob with that good gear shit.
Yes. Bye, Shabisky.
He's talking.
3
What?
minutes.
What did I do?
What?
3 minutes.
What did I do?
3 minutes,
I'm the greatest.
Shabisky. We'll
You
see
know
you.
you did.
Oh, you are not the greatest. No,
greatest.
you're not. You're not the
No,
greatest.
I'm the greatest.
Get
Mute his
muted,
ass,
bitch. All right.
Dude, he's,
Man.
He's so mad. He's angry. He's
Yeah.
throwing things.
Yeah, we can see him, but you guys can't. All right, 3 minutes on the clock, and we'll just wait for those to end.
We'll
And-
just sit quietly.
No. I'll play this. Let's do. Here's Revelation.
Play something
News.
that Shabs would really want to talk about.
Howdy, folks. This is
What
the
is
Reverend
that eye
dude. It's
makeup?
Jason Avocados.
What are you
I'm still-
doing? He doesn't always do that. What's that?
It's something.
What's going on
I
there?
think that's something he's taken on now that they're in between living spaces.
out of protest.
Now that he's G-Man's cuck now, so he's...
This is the Reverend dude. It's Jason Avocados. I'm still surviving, you know.
Is there a black circle on his
Doing what I
forehead?
can to survive. Now rolling cigarettes. This is Amanda Breck territory, without a doubt. So I'm going to say hi to Amanda Breck right now. And
I don't know who that is. I don't care. And you're rolling cigarettes.
I
Okay.
think it's Bertold's sister.
And did he shave his eyebrows? He did, didn't he?
I'll show you. It's right there. It's
This
a
is a
rolly
look.
situation. You get it? I finally done the rolly thing. So... But what I'm doing right now, I'm just recording this quick to honestly ask and plead to whoever may have actually been a fan of mine in the past, because, you know, I had the prophecy.
Can we break down the wording of that for a sec? To whoever may have actually been a fan of mine. That's him recognizing that almost everyone who watched him was a troll.
Exactly.
Except Scott. Scott was a huge
Except
fan.
me. I like his style. I like what he stands for. I like who he fucks. I like who he hangs out with that fucks the people he used to fuck.
You could have said anything but that one part.
I had a radio show called Revelation News Radio, and that's going to be making a comeback on Twitter. I have plans for this. I have a lot of stuff going on, a God stuff in my mind, and
You notice how he pointed out his eyeshadow by doing that?
I'm magic now.
Book of Metatron.
Chinese.
I'm gonna read that live. It's like Bill Cooper type stuff, sorta. If you know Bill Cooper, yeah, he was an alcoholic rager, just like me, man. Okay, so I'm being real with folks.
Folks, that's his crutch word. He always says, "Hey, folks. Hey, folks."
And Shandy's crush word is
Hey, you better suck me drunken peasant. Yeah, suck me really good. You want to eat my ass?
You're gonna make me come, or I'm gonna kick your butt.
But I'm gonna cut this video off. I'm gonna ask you, as a Christian to another Christian, I need help.
Dude, nobody believes you're a Christian.
I have a family of 4, including me, okay? It's a family of 4 with 2 growing boys. This is expensive.
Out on the side of the road.
If you want to call
the one that got you
e-begging,
kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, that one.
Shabisky's back. The timer has expired.
can do that.
You
I'm
brought him
fine
back and he's not even here. Look at where's he at?
with
Piece
being
of
called
shit.
an e-beggar
He
because
quit the show.
beggars
He's
are
gone.
actually the best people on the planet. So, I am begging you from Jesus Christ to bless me financially.
This is great.
To bless
This
me.
is
And when I say that, I mean
one
give
of the
me
most-
money.
This is one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen.
Well, no, that's the most pathetic thing you ever see.
That's why I said one of. I didn't
Yeah.
want I didn't want the champion to not get his due, but this is certainly one of the most
Look
pathetic.
at him. That with the white T-shirt, he looks like a burnt match, does he not?
You want to drop a Bitcoin on me? I accept Bitcoin donations on my Cash
Should I
App.
start doing my makeup like that? Because
I think you should give it a shot. I'd like to see the look at the very least.
I
look
want you to
cute.
do that. I want you to do it. I want
Okay? The only thing you need to remember is $, Revelation
He's wearing a Ric
News. That's
Flair
it.
shirt, by the way, Ben.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It's a capital R and a capital N, like a nurse, because I want to heal. I need your help.
Interesting. When I think RN, I don't think registered nurse. When I think RN, I think I guess I can't say either of them. But
Jesus Christ is king.
Well, that's very bad. I know. I just realized what you were gonna say, and that's so bad.
you're not an RN guy. Pim. You're acting like a real RN right now.
Oh my God! All right, here's let's see what Mario has to say.
Hey family, it's Brother Mario. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to go ahead and create a video here to discuss with you how the Lord healed me from a spiritually cancerous, critical attitude. Some people call it a spirit. I don't think it's a real spirit, but it's a work of the flesh that causes us to be hypercritical.
You're gay.
And it's okay.
and fall into the trap of gossip. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss this and urge all of you out there who constantly are criticizing, exposing this, criticizing that, exposing that.
All of his videos used to be that. It's like how the Illuminati elite control everything in our society. That was his shtick for years.
Remember he did that one long ass video about the Illuminati control the Simpsons.
Oh my God, he did one. He did one saying that Vince McMahon murdered the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Yep.
That you would really take a moment to
Ultimate Warrior was an Illuminati blood sacrifice.
reflect, pray, and seek the Lord in this area. That stuff is killing you and it's weighing down your soul. And in this video today, I'm going to share with you how the Lord set me free. Now, at the end of the video, just to let you know, we're going to talk about the difference between constructive, positive, and godly criticism and ungodly, satanic, evil, destructive criticism.
Where's Egghead? Is he jerking it right now?
So there is
Egghead. Egghead loves him some Mario, boy.
This is Egghead's
Hey,
boyfriend.
man, I know you don't do, you're not on this, but he's obsessed with him on TikTok. He does all kind of TikTok videos about Mario.
You want to
No,
kiss
he
him,
doesn't.
Egghead.
Yes, he does.
That's very upsetting. Yeah, I wish you hadn't said that.
The difference, for those of you wondering, I'm not saying that there's never a place for good, constructive correction and criticism, but oftentimes what we think is constructive and good is very destructive, and that was the case for me. So in this video, I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, Coop Carr putting away Shabisky for another 3 minutes.
What? No,
Yeah.
Carl likes me. They didn't want that.
No, they want it.
Seems like they hate you.
Yeah, they want it.
Seems like they want you to go
All
away
right, get
for 3
muted,
minutes.
bitch. All right, here we go.
They like you.
Yeah, so 3 minutes in the penalty box for you, Shabisky.
To share this with you. It set me free and I feel better than ever.
Thank you, Coop Carr.
I feel more free and empowered by the
Wait a
Spirit
minute, why
than I
did
have
you cover up Luigi without getting Luigi's back?
Thank God.
when I was gripped by such an attitude and such.
You weren't gripped by the attitude. You were making money hand over fist doing a style of video that was very popular at the time. You basically did what Mark Dice did, but you made it more religious based.
I thought he was gripped by the attitude era.
Yeah, don't get it for Ronaldo. For a minute there, Mario was making tons of fucking
Of course.
money on it.
He was huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. When we introduced G-Man to Mario, G-Man fanboyed out, like, big time.
A work of the flesh. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so the first thing I want to discuss with you is my testimony. How it is that I got to a place where I had a work of the flesh operating in my life to the level
Evan
that
used to act like Mario was always talking about him, and he never was.
I was a super critic. I was, and you guys know this, those of you who've been following me for a long time, exposing this, exposing that, criticizing this, criticizing that all the time. In fact, on the main YouTube channel that I used to have before I was canceled and censored.
Someone in the chat said Mario has Trudeau hair. Does he have Trudeau hair?
It's a little longer than Trudeau, but they're both pretty.
Yeah, I mean, he does live in
definitely falls under
Ontario.
the pretty umbrella.
I think he's.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's Quebecois.
Is he a good Canadian boy?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was Canadian.
Yep. I would just do this all day long. Every single day, I would expose this, expose that, and I was.
It makes it sound like you're a flasher. If you just take that.
I am.
I kept exposing.
Egghead's like,
and then I got canceled for it.
Yeah, just looking for those videos now.
Well, he sent someone catfished him. Some person pretending to be an attractive woman looking to get like gangbanged catfished him, and he was sending pictures of his buddies' dicks to them, which is such a weird.
Nice.
I mean, whatever, but
it's a good move.
Yeah, he did the whole crying video because he said, I did cocaine, I sucked a dick. I'm like, dude, you're just...
he didn't say he sucked a dick. He didn't say he sucked a dick.
I added that part.
Yeah, the only thing he admitted to as far as gay stuff was
thoughts.
Yeah, that's the only thing he admitted.
Looking for stuff. I would go out.
He's a gay thought.
out in the morning and look for things to criticize in order to make a video. Was I seeking the spirit when I was doing that? Absolutely not.
All right, time to bring back Shabisky. Shit Bricksky incoming. Shit Bricksky. Welcome back.
Enjoy this.
And I was rotting.
Thanks for just picking up.
My very soul in relationship with Jesus Christ in doing so. Now, here's the thing. This is where the Lord brought me. For those of you who don't know, I've spent 2 years.
For every $25 Streamlabs that comes in, G-Man, or G-Man, Shabisky.
G-Man will be timed out.
3 minutes. Yeah, G-Man.
Shabisky is the Caucasian G-Man.
Years in
I call him G-Man. I love it. You know what? That's your name now, G-Man.
You're G-Man.
You're the G-Man now.
But the G is for gay.
Residential recovery treatment for drug addiction, codependency, sexual addiction, all this stuff. And
long form, it's gay woman.
Yeah.
There was a table at the first recovery home that I went to that had an altered version of the Serenity Prayer. Now, for those of you who are in the recovery community...
Oh, God, I don't know how much longer I can listen to him. He used to cry in all of his videos, but I don't think he does. Oh, maybe. I always look for
Cry!
God sees me as Jesus Christ, not my own righteousness. I have the infinite help to
maybe
hate,
he realized he shouldn't do that and cut those out.
He did cry in every
all the time. Like, if I had to put money on it, I would bet that he would.
Always bet on cry.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he did in this one. Maybe he's doing better now.
Good.
Yeah. What is this? Oh.
It's almost like through watching all my videos, you've forgotten that I'll give you $100 if you hook me up with a hot Gen Z chick to have lunch with me.
That's just prostitution. And also, you don't have $100.
No.
She has to be gorgeous in between 18 and 21, and at the end of the day, I have to feel like she likes me.
He's the grossest man in the world.
At the end of the day, I have to feel like she likes me.
He's so disgusting.
Yeah,
he's really funny though.
He lives in Spokane.
In the out of doors in Spokane.
Yeah.
He's not an under a roof type guy.
I'm not asking you to give her that money because that would technically be prostitution.
But if I gave it to you,
found a loophole.
Yeah, if you just drop it on the ground and let her pick it up.
Yeah, if you act as let's call it a pimp, I'll give you the money, then you can disperse it as you see fit.
I'm asking you to pocket the money and to figure out how to get her to go out with me on a date. If you can't do that, then I guess you love classism,
so you
greed,
take the money, buy a gun, and then make the girl go out with Lucas.
Does she have to be awake? Not really.
Classism, greed, and rich people, which is antithetical to your entire generation.
Yeah, he always says, if you won't go out with me, you're into classism.
You're classist and ageist. He's so mad at the generation.
Yep.
It's wild.
Your generation hates bigotry. Your generation hates classism. That's evidenced by Bernie Sanders. You hate what you are.
Yes. Classic Zoomer Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there thinking, what?
Big Gen Z guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Gen Z likes him. I would not consider him part of Gen Z.
Not at all.
I'm part of Gen Z.
He's an actual boomer.
No, you're not. Oh, Scott, you're not Gen Z.
I was born in 2008.
No, you weren't.
I'm going to have to end early today because I have homework.
Or you don't, and you're just lazy. You know, I've been reading the Bible, and it seems to me that Jesus hated
prostitute.
Classism. He hated rich people.
YouTube and ask everybody else.
Yeah, you got $100. Go get it done.
He hated greed.
Which is why I know he's bluffing about the $100.
The power of money. I've listened to a lot of Bernie Sanders speeches, and Bernie Sanders agrees, and he's the savior of your generation, even though he didn't win. So I'm really
he's
wondering,
not a very good savior then.
Why you're facing life like these words were not spoken. Either you identify with Bernie Sanders or you identify with Jesus and the whole money worship thing, or I don't give you any kind of respect because you are anti where I am politically. You could claim that you love capitalism, but you have to realize if you're Generation Z, 90% of your generation absolutely hates you. And you have to realize that if you're a millennial, though I'm not trying to date millennials, 80% of your generation absolutely hates you.
Disgusting.
They're too old.
And not only that, in Mark 23, Jesus hated opulence and greed and said things like, blessed are the poor. He said things like...
Now, okay, this, I don't know why I'm picking apart the argument of this guy, but he's saying, like, your generation hates capitalism, blah, blah. You know what else their generation largely hates? Fucking traditional religion. So why are you trying to come at them with the Jesus argument? They don't give a fuck about Jesus.
Exactly. I don't understand this.
It's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get to heaven. He said things like, you have to love everyone as I loved you. And he loved people that weren't his race, like Philistines and Samaritans and Canaanites.
Hey, Jesus,
Hebrews,
how about
and
don't tell me what
Romans,
to
and
do?
Probably even an atheist by the name of Thomas the Doubter. So if you're going to sit there and be hypocritical, one, you're either going to burn in hell.
They're not being hypocritical. They're not fucking Christian.
Right.
What is that face?
Or you're an atheist and you're basically just rejected for wearing rose-colored glasses.
Rose-colored glass.
And not facing the world as it is with evidence. So I need you to stop.
Hold on. We're ignoring the evidence of the science of religion?
Yes.
Is that the issue? Okay. Cool.
Realize I'll pay you that 100. But this isn't about finding a hooker.
Have that 100.
This is about you taking the money and she goes on a date with me and she doesn't get the money. Is that misogynistic?
What's in it for her?
No. It's a business transaction. She can know about this. But if you don't comply, I'm going to call your generation a generation of bigots and classes. Generation Z, you're age phobic in classes if you do not comply. You're a generation of...
Another fucking argument flaw. Okay, so he's saying Gen Z is anti-capitalism. So how is he trying to attract them? With $100.
Bigots.
What is this?
This all being said, I love it. Hey, now we're talking.
This guy's insane.
So I admit, yes, I want to join the police because I remember this time there was a guy filming. Yeah, just because it's a public place doesn't mean you can film whatever you like. I mean, you got to treat people with respect. Some people don't want to be recorded.
Words.
What was that, Scott? Can't hear you.
Titles? Do you have subtitles?
No, I do not.
This is.
I don't think anyone typing could understand. Like the guy doing the subtitles be like, whatever.
But I mean, that a lot. I mean, I watched the video and he cut out some parts, and this channel called Auditing Britain.
Question. I'm clocking 3 calendars on the back wall there.
I was
Kevin
just
Joseph King fan.
Yep.
KJK fan.
I think they have something similar going on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're like one's white, one's black. I see no similarities between the two. And one is clearly super cool and has rad animal ears. So I see 0 similarities between the two.
He's just making a scene. I mean, I was walking back from the train station or whatever from downtown. I just saw this guy ranting, blah, 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 saying like bullshit, but I just stood there watching 5 minutes, and, you know, then I just stepped in, and, you know, I was like, you know what, a job is a job.
Yeah, well,
okay. Yeah, I'm moving on to the next thing because it's like
Shabisky, I will give you $100 if you can relate the story we just heard. Just give me the summary of the story we just heard. What happened to him today? $100. Go.
He got 3 calendars for his wall.
You know what? He got 3 calendars.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
the state will hold another drawing on Tuesday for even more prizes, and it's a shot of a...
They've been giving away money in Washington for vaccinated
That's
people.
the one thing I don't like about living in Canada, because we're all just like sensible in getting vaccines, and they don't need to give you $1 million in order to convince you to get it.
lifetime lottery. The governor first announced those initiatives 1 week ago today, but are they having any impact on vaccination rates? As Como's Steve McCarron explains, it might take some time to find out.
Pull into this parking lot in front of the old Toys R Us store in Puyallup. You'll notice a lot of empty spots in the middle of the afternoon. A peek inside.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's too many Shabiskys around.
Isela Sanchez is the only one getting her second COVID-19 shot. As staff patiently wait for more people to...
She later died.
...trickle into this vaccination site.
She's a magnet
No,
now.
no, she's
You shouldn't
fine.
have said that, Ben. You've really screwed this.
Supplies now
Satire.
outweigh demand.
Because I was afraid. That's the reason. Because I was nervous that I was going to get sick.
By the end of this month, the city of Puyallup...
These are the people I don't get. The people that are scared of the second dose. Because, like, the dose numbers in the U.S. are really weird to me. Because, like, pretty much at this point, tell me if I'm wrong, like, anyone who could have got the second dose by now could have, right? There's no one who's, still having to wait for a second dose.
I believe that's correct, and the second dose
we're still largely waiting for second doses. But in the state, the percentage of those in the states who have had 1 dose versus 2 doses, and like the disparity between them is crazy to me. Because like if you got the 1, obviously you're not like a crazy anti-vaxxer guy. But then like you're dragging your feet on number 2 because you're scared after getting the first one. That I do not get at all.
I guess
because they're saying it makes you sicker. You know,
yeah, they said that. That wasn't my experience. For me, they were both the same. My arm got a little sore from both of them, and that was it for me.
I got an erection. That's all.
I did get a slight fever, but other than that, I was fine.
Yep.
We'll launch
Was
a new
the only cure more cowbell
program in an effort to get more people in these seats. The city will partner with local restaurants to buy gift cards to hand out at 2 vaccination sites, including this one.
We'll give you whatever you want. Just get the fucking shot, you assholes.
They're giving away $250,000 to people here in Ohio. They're getting $1 million. 5 people
fucking wild.
Getting $1 million. And if you're under 18, they're doing 5 drawings total, and they'll do one for someone over 18, and then one for someone under 18. The people under 18 get tuition, like free tuition.
They get free tuition and a free sniff from Joe Biden.
Oh damn!
You know, we got offered Ned.
How much will it move the needle? We're not sure,
die.
but we hope that we can move
Yeah,
the
how
needle.
about not die?
I think here in Washington, the first person that won it maybe didn't claim it or something. Oh, God, teen shot. That's not what I wanted to cover. All right, let's see. Oh, this is
Outages
crazy.
across the region. Fox 26 reporter Ivory Hecker is live.
Check this out.
Live in Montgomery County to take a look at that aspect.
Thanks, guys. That's right. Before we get to that story, I want to let you, the viewers, know that Fox Corp has been muzzling me to keep certain information from you, the viewers. And from what I'm gathering, I am not the only reporter being subjected to this. I am going to be releasing some recordings about what goes on behind the scenes at Fox because it applies to you, the viewers. I found a nonprofit journalism group called Project Veritas. It's going to put that out tomorrow, so tune into them. But as for this heat wave across Texas, you can see what it's doing to
Yeah, look at how sweaty his back is.
See units.
Look at that sweaty fat guy.
This one broken down as we.
Wow, Project Veritas.
That's not the way I thought it was going. I thought and you know what? Maybe this is sizest on my part. I thought the fat guy in the background was going to take a shit while she was talking.
Oh my god. That would have been insane.
What? I saw like a pant adjust. I'm like, oh, is this going where I think it's going?
Well, she's like all pro-Trumper bitch. She's crazy bitch.
Really? A white woman is crazy? Get out of here.
This is another local news video that I'm going to play next because people are stealing catalytic converters here because they have like gold, I guess, or maybe platinum in them. They're very expensive.
Oh yeah.
It absolutely did, and Campbell is now actually being held here right behind me at the Pierce County Jail, where he will stay until his court date at the end of the month. Now, as you were saying earlier, this has been described as a very heinous crime. However, the sheriffs that I spoke...
Yeah, someone was trying to steal this guy's catalytic converter from his car, and this guy, like, murdered him for doing
to today has said that unfortunately this is just the latest chapter in a trend that's rising fast here in Pierce County. A brutal murder rocked Lakewood over the weekend. Michael Scott Campbell is being held in Pierce County Jail over the death of a man he accuses of trying to steal the catalytic converter off his truck on Saturday morning. Police say Campbell told them he saw two legs sticking out from under the truck when he opened the passenger door and fired straight down. Campbell said he then fired two more shots at the man, tied the man to the ball hitch of his F-150 truck, and dragged him into a nearby field and left him. Campbell said the man was still alive and talking when he was tied up. Authorities say the grisly homicide is just the latest chapter of increased incidents of catalytic converter theft. But authorities say converters are not being taken because of what they can do, but because of what they're made of.
The reason they're going after the catalytic converters is to recycle the precious metals that are inside. That process is not something that anybody can just go ahead and do. You have to take it to a recycling center that will be able to extract those metals from the converters.
Those metals have made converters a prime target for theft. Numbers from the...
That's okay, and yeah, I wouldn't want someone stealing it off of my car, but I wouldn't, like, shoot them and a bunch of times and drag them in the streets and leave them to die in a field. I don't... How did that guy think that he was...
I might. Don't touch my shit. I'll murder you. I'll brutally murder you if you touch my shit. That's a promise.
Well, man, you just caught somebody trying to steal a car and you shot him. Okay, that's bad enough, but to tie him to the truck and drag him, I
agree that's above and beyond, but you almost have to appreciate the creativity.
County Sheriff's Department
just wanted to torture somebody.
Show that more converters have been stolen in the past 6 months than the past 2 years combined. Authorities went on to say that tracking down those converters can be a challenge, given how fast they can be taken and where they end up.
It only took 30 seconds from the time they got out of their car to they were back in their car.
Damn, they're like an indie pit crew.
The issue right now is just trying to figure out where all the converters are going, who is the person that is collecting them, which recycling center is it that is doing all this recycling for these people.
Which recycling center has a 12,000% uptick in recycled catalytic converters? I would start there.
They'll probably just make it illegal for centers to accept them for recycling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Campbell went on to say, Campbell currently is being charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of first-degree kidnapping. The judge ruled that Campbell would not appear in court today out of concern for his competency, which will be evaluated in time for his...
Oh, he might not be fit to stand trial if he's, like, insane.
Court date on June 28th. For now, we're live in front of the Pierce County Jail. Lionel Donovan, King 5 News.
So you can't shoot a guy in the face if he's stealing your catalytic converter?
No.
Apparently not.
This is bullshit.
Wild Bill.
Reparation is defined as the making of amends for a wrong one has done. By paying
I
money,
bet he's going to have a good take on this.
Oh, it's going to be insane. Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. Get to 100 likes, and then Shabisky will jump off the roof of his house.
Shabisky will be executed.
to those who have been wronged. The Democrats are demanding reparations for slavery. Okay, let's talk. It was the Democrat Party that bought and sold black people in chains, forcing them...
No, it wasn't. It was just people who lived over here.
I was going to say, it was only the Democratic Party. And like, granted, in the 1800s, the Democratic and Republican parties were kind of switched ideology-wise.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but everyone was doing it. It was the coolest.
There was slavery here for hundreds of years prior to that, you know.
Yeah.
There was, like, the original people owning slaves out here, there was no Democratic Party.
Yeah, it was before the United States became a country.
Yeah.
Whipping and abusing them, sometimes to death. It was the Republicans who went to war against the Democrats and freed the slaves. So, who should pay
the
reparations?
ideology of the Democrats have today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a realignment. There was a switch.
For slavery, clearly the ones who actually did it, the Democrats. And the definition of reparation continues with this: the compensation for war damage.
I mean, where were all the plantations and stuff? They were in the South, and the South is all red where Republicans are. They switched.
Big Democrat states.
Yeah.
Big Democrat states. I mean, they were big Democrat states then, again, because it switched.
Right. You can go back and look at the way elections worked in the South back then. It was all blue.
Yeah, like just
back then.
The way to tell the trash party at the time is what party did the South vote for. Like, that's worked for time immemorial.
Defeated state.
Like what party did Alabama vote for? That's the bad party. The end.
The war to end Democrat slavery cost the lives of hundreds of thousands of young men, and the Democrat Party has never apologized or accepted responsibility for their slavery, or for the blood they spilled during the Civil War. And to make things
the
really
cool
bad,
guys in the South who were fighting those cool Democrats from the South fighting on the side of good, just trying to protect small business plantation owners.
Exactly. Job creators.
Job creators.
After the slaves were freed, the Democrat Party launched the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
I don't think the party officially created it, but yes, most of those people at the time were.
When I think KKK, I definitely think Democrats.
Terrorize and murder blacks to keep them from voting or running for office.
See, there was even there was a segregationalist. I think he was the governor of Alabama, George Wallace.
Oh yeah. So 1968 there was a super Republican party that all those cool states in the Southeast voted for.
Exactly. Pretty much helped Nixon get elected.
4,000 black men were dragged out of their homes and hanged by the Democrats, and 1,200 white Republicans were lynched for helping blacks. And the Democrat Party.
I am interesting, but I'm also interested where this is going to go reparations wise, because he hasn't actually talked about reparations yet. He's only talked about how Democrats did all the bad things. So I'm interested if he's going to, because I thought his vibe was going to be reparations is bad, but I wonder if his vibe is going to be reparations is good, but only Democrats should have to pay it.
Something
I'm a
like
good
that.
Republican, and I'm definitely not racist.
That's where he's going with it, yeah.
Like I said,
I feel like
has
he's
never.
gonna say Democrats want reparations, and they're the ones that caused the problem.
Apologize.
Yeah, and did you know Republicans have never done anything racist?
Never.
Yeah, I hate this black and white way of thinking. Like, all Republicans think this way, all Democrats think this way. There's no gray areas. There was definitely no racist Republicans ever.
Never
no
a once.
Slave owners, nothing.
Never.
Or accepted responsibility. So
I mean, for a moment there was the Democratic Republican Party.
Yeah, that was complicated.
There was a schism that created the modern Democrat and Republican parties.
it appears that if reparations are to be paid, It is the Democrat Party that must do the paying. Think about it. That would include...
you called it. You got it.
Billions in damages to the relatives of white men who were killed in the Civil War. And before the Democrats used black slaves, they had Irish slaves. Green-eyed white people in...
I mean, there were...
Yeah, but that's fine. Like, nobody... You can
There
still
was
have white
Asians, too,
slaves.
building
Who
the
gives a shit?
railroad, working, like, slave wages.
Chains being whipped and sold like cattle. And just like black slaves,
As they should
sometimes
be,
whipped
dumb
to
fucking
death.
nicks.
I'm toying with running for office one day, and...
You're never going to do it. Your dumb
Anytime,
videos will
Bill.
get
I mean,
picked
when are you
apart.
going to do it? When you're 80? You're not young.
This would be one of my favorite platforms. Elect me and I will introduce legislation to collect reparations from every card-carrying Democrat in America. Billions in reparations to the descendants of white Northern Americans who were on the Union side. And billions in reparations to every Irish American because their ancestors suffered from slavery just like black Americans.
You can
Except
you
we
can
don't complain
still
about
do
it.
white slavery. It's fine. No reparations for Irish.
Every card-carrying Democrat in America should be made to pay. We have their names, and seriously, every silly Democrat who is demanding reparations deserves to get a taste of their own medicine.
This argument is so stupid.
He's dumb as fuck.
Really?
He's really dumb.
Yeah, he is. Oh my, it's so stupid.
Notice how he hasn't said anything about Native American reparations.
No.
Yeah.
Let's reparate the daylights out of the Democrat Party. Now, if you like this message, then please join me on Gab, because YouTube and Facebook don't like me. Can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why.
Because you're stupid.
Because you're such an anti-racist.
You're a fucking idiot.
He was too unracist for YouTube.
Meet me on Gab, and we will discuss this further. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.
Hell yeah.
Boo, Wild Bill, boo.
Here's my plan for reparations, and I think everyone can get on board with it. If you were a slave, then you get $1,000. The end. We good? Is everyone fine with that?
Yeah.
I think you should get reparations if you were a slave, and you should get $1,000. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god. I like this. Shabisky posted this
That's
earlier.
hunting. No, I didn't. No, nobody likes that.
Nobody.
It's awful.
It's me.
Why does
If
it
me
have
and
tits?
Pikachu- it's like if me and Pikachu had a baby. That Shabichu.
The
But
human
a fat
lives.
baby, you're skinny. I don't like that it's fat. That's honestly my big. Even the horrifying face is less upsetting to me than the fact that it's fat.
The human lives is what fucks with me.
It's Shabichu. He's cute. You wouldn't hug
No,
him and kiss him.
He's a monster.
a cute little.
He's a
monster.
pocket monster.
Yeah. Oh
No,
damn.
I don't like the way he's put together. I don't like his jerk off face. I don't like his jerk off tits. I don't like his jerk off tail. And I don't like you, jerk off.
That's it. We're gonna have to wrestle naked about this. Fuck.
I guess we're gonna have to wrestle naked about it.
He's gonna look like
this
this when he gets naked, Scott. This is what he looks like naked.
That's what he
got big
turns
tits.
into. That's what he turns into.
He's gonna wear a.
I didn't know that was part of the deal.
Yeah.
That's his transformation. When
You're-
he's
he's gonna
I'm
beat
not,
you.
I'm not touching Shabichu.
So you forfeit is what you're saying.
I forfeit. I will take the L.
All right. Undefeated Shabisky. Shabisky's undefeated against Scott Henson. Yes.
I can't touch it.
Again.
I knew I'd win.
UNG man undefeated.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me one bit.
And a Tennessee woman experiences the dangerous consequences of this whole new social media TikTok challenge.
See, this is why you shouldn't use TikTok. This is one of the many reasons why you shouldn't use TikTok, but people do dumb shit on it and these weird trends where people do stuff that you should know that you shouldn't do.
A
Alright guys, so I had a heart attack, as most of you guys know, from taking this Redcon 1 total.
She had a fucking heart attack from she's taking
What is that?
She's taking pre-workout powder dry and like eating it.
Huh. I mean, that's
treats
fine.
objects like
That,
women.
like that's
Man.
fine though. Like this should happen. There's too many people. Let's get rid of a few who are willing to do this before they can procreate. It's
is
better.
this
It's
stuff,
good for
though?
the species.
Like basically energy drink.
No,
Caffeine.
No,
it's a lot of caffeine and
there's all kinds of shit in it. I've taken it before. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It makes you feel itchy. Like if I took it, and as long as I was working out, I felt fine. But if I wasn't, if I was just standing there,
But if you stop,
I felt like really itchy, like literally itchy from it.
So this woman ended up in the hospital after taking the dry scoop challenge, as it's called, and this is how it works. It involves ingesting pre-workout powder, or PWO, without any liquid. It's supposed to give you a faster, more intense rush before you get to the gym, helping you lift a lot heavier and faster. Experts, however, warning against dry scooping.
Whoa, something crazy is going on.
What?
the chat just went wild.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
with
see.
some
The chat just got spam botted.
Yeah, yesterday I was doing a stream where some account kept coming through doing some stupid ad thing. You might want to block just some specific words there
Yeah, you know.
real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna take a rip in the name of you, Pimpmunk, and my love for you.
Okay.
This is for you, baby.
Don't call me baby though.
Baby boo.
We're being hacked in real time. I'll fix it, guys. Don't worry.
They're using hacks and cheats.
Oh, damn it. They're using the Game Genie.
A goddamn Game Genie.
How can
I'm
I
scared.
possibly stop this when they're using the Game Genie?
Shout out for going Game Genie and not Game Shark. I like that you're
40.
I like that you're my kind of guy. I like that you're 40. Is my nice way of. I was trying to say it nice, but if we're doing it that way, that yes.
Kids in the Hall, he's cool, he's hip, he's 40. That was a sketch on there.
That's you now.
They're coming back, by the way. They're filming a new show.
They are coming back.
Oh, man.
Yep, I'm psyched. Did you watch their last comeback show? It was like a
Death Comes to Town?
Scripted Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're doing a new version of their old show. I think
they're doing sketch when they come back. Yeah.
Yep. And I saw Scott Thompson and David Allen Greer. I think it was Scott Thompson, but it was David Allen Greer going back and talking to each other on Twitter. I'm like, that's so crazy. You know, I didn't know that the people from In Living Color were watching Kids in the Hall back in the day.
Yeah. Two good ass early 90s sketch shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy how Jim Carrey was like the breakout star from In Living Color.
I wonder what it was about Jim Carrey versus all the other people on In Living Color that made him more successful.
He was taller.
He was taller.
He was
I guess his
Canadian.
last name wasn't Wayans.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking Wayanses on that show. How many do they have? Keenan Ivory.
Even the DJ
Sean,
was a Wayans.
Kim. Yeah, some DJ. Damon.
Jennifer Lopez.
All the hits.
They had
Jennifer
Jennifer
Lopez.
Lopez dancing.
She was a fly girl.
Yep.
He was fly.
Yep. Now she's back with
Shab
Ben
knows what we're
Affleck.
talking about, right? Shab's a big In Living Color guy.
Sing the theme song. Sing the theme song for us, Shab.
Live in color. Yeah.
You got
pretty
it.
good.
I know.
I thought we were listening to the real theme song for a second there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get DMCA'd for that.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Shut up, pimp.
Okay.
Did I ever show you guys my Pokemon cards?
I don't know if you did, but if any of them are Shabachu, you can get them out of here.
Dude, that would be so cool to have it made into a card. Oh, that would be cool. What would its attack be?
Shabachu uses gay. It's super effective.
Yeah. I turn the enemy into like I make them have a crush on me. Yeah.
Yeah. You convince them to make out instead of fighting.
Yeah. Therefore, I win.
It's true. It's a good move.
See,
I've been kissing a lot of my enemies lately. It's pretty good.
Who doesn't? You know what they say? Keep your enemies close. You know, like
fuck your enemies hard. Fuck your friends hard, and fuck your enemies harder.
Oh yeah.
I know what they say. I just don't say it.
Say
it. It's bad.
Is it an RN situation?
No, not that bad.
Not that bad.
RN?
Yeah, let's not get crazy.
Yes.
An RN.
Yeah, ridiculously nerdy.
Yeah.
Yes, I return.
Have?
Oh, baby.
That cat controls Shabisky's life. He has no. Yeah, look at those teeth. It's a
my cat's got them vampire hangers too. The teeth that don't fit in the mouth.
It's only when he's upside down like this that you see it like that. His teeth.
Mine's a fucking vampire. I call the big one Bitey.
Bitey.
That's
Everyone,
a chill
please
kitty.
like the stream. Give
I'm
us
gonna
a
steal
like.
your cat, Shabs.
He's weird. He actually like, you know, if like some people look at this and think maybe I'm like being mean to him or something, and it's like if he wanted, he could.
He's very fine with that. He has the power to stop that if he wants.
Yeah, exactly. He's not some little little bitch. He's gonna move and bite me. If I do something wrong, he'll fucking bite me and let me know. He's
I
not
know.
scared or something.
That cat controls your life.
It's true.
No.
He's a dick.
Yeah, you're always getting distracted because sometimes I'll pop into your streams and you won't know I'm there, and almost all the time your cat is distracting you. You're like trying to play a game or something. The cat is doing something stupid constantly.
He's a dickhead. What can I say?
Man. Let's watch another Wild Bill video.
I kind of like the title of this
Blackness
one.
fatigue is setting in. America is exhausted from dealing with the never-ending complaints and ingratitude of the black community.
Whoa.
Going hard off the bat.
Wow.
Damn,
Wild
Bill.
Bill,
You crazy. You crazy for this one, Bill.
Black racism against whites and Asians has reached violent proportions, and with the help and funding of the Democrat Party, militant black
I thought
racism.
we all agreed that we would acknowledge but not get mad at black on Asian racism.
Wait a minute, Bill.
Like,
a few minutes
like we're
ago,
not allowed to say anything about it.
Yeah, but a few minutes ago, Bill, we were the ones that attacked the black folks, but now we're helping the black folks.
Yeah, but now we kind of hate them.
is getting worse. Well, here's a Wild Bill bullet of truth for America. White Americans are the least racist people in the USA, probably the whole world.
I don't know about that. But here's the thing I say often and is true. The United States is extremely racist. It is also one of the least racist countries in the world. Both of those things are true.
We have been non-racist for the last 50 years. But today, the Democrat Party...
For the last 50 years? What?
...is using racism as a political weapon. And white America is exhausted from dealing with blackness that has been coming against them day after day for years. White Americans who have never had a racist thought in their lives are tired of being constantly accused of racism. They're tired of being told that every problem in the black community is the fault of white people. That the massive failures of black cities...
I like how he basically just claimed that racism ended 50 years ago. Haven't had any racism.
Early 70s? Knocked it right out.
50 years.
The neighborhoods and families is our fault. This week, some fruitcake politician declared that blacks violently attacking Asians is caused by white people. No matter what white people do or say, they are slandered as villains by blacks who are determined to punish white Americans simply for being white.
So one white person is definitely to blame for some of that, Mr. Trump.
Well, there's Mr. Wild Bill for America, too.
They are unappeasable.
Mr. Wild.
Now, millions of immigrants came here from England, Poland, Italy, South America, Vietnam, Russia. They came from all around the world, and they were dirt poor when they arrived. But they worked hard and became successful and rich.
All of them? All of them?
Every single one. Show me a poor immigrant. You can't.
Right. He made it sound like all of them came here and none of them failed.
And all of them are fucking crushing it.
All of them. 100%. As long as they came from Europe, right, Bill?
Mostly the Europe
citizens.
ones, yeah.
So why
preferably
is it
Western Europe?
The African community has remained in poverty for 150 years. We built nice new apartment buildings that quickly
We build them. We? Like who? What? You build them? Do you own an apartment building?
Guy, Bill.
Became high crime ghettos. Want to get an education on what's happening in Black America? Get on the internet and type in brawls. Restaurant brawls, shopping center brawls.
Now we know what Wild Bill watches in his spare time.
Fast food brawls.
Get on the internet
and what you
type
see
in chimp out at the Popeyes.
That's not even the whole title.
In those videos.
Oh, isn't it?
No. You should look it up.
Does it get worse?
Yeah, don't read it out. Don't read the whole thing.
I should look it up and not say it. I hear you.
Just react to it. Just react.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's computer. Show me. Okay.
He doesn't even have to tell his computer. He just thinks.
I mean, the whole thing is sayable, and white woman is raped.
And then like send scientists.
Scientists needed.
Right, yeah.
All caps.
No?
The only part in all caps.
Scientists needed.
It's not the Germans or the Italians who are turning public places into savage mass fistfights. And it's not the Australians who are walking the streets looking to beat the hell out of some pedestrian simply for having white.
So,
I mean, if there were more Australians, there would be. They're a fighty drunk people.
Yeah. Skin. And it's not the Vietnamese who are burning and looting American cities.
No,
And
it's the
not
Vietnamese who are getting blinded by racist attacks from Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
Russians who are fighting with and sometimes killing our police officers. Now, there are, of
It's
course,
not the, wait a minute. Who said to kill police officer on January 6th? Who was that?
I can't remember. Let me see. I'm trying to think. It's not ringing a bell. Did something happen on January 6th?
Something happened. I think it was a bunch of Caucasians. as well.
Was it the 2 weeks after Christmas party?
Yeah.
respectable men like Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and Dr. Ben Carson.
Oh
These
my
men
God. So he named 2 black conservatives he could think of.
are extremely successful and at the pinnacle of their possessions. But for some inexplicable reason, they are hated and ridiculed by the black community as if their success is,
you know, the reason,
somehow a
It's
betrayal.
not the success. It is a betrayal. Actually, hey, he got it right. It literally is a complete betrayal.
Of their race.
It's the Tomery.
Men like Carson and Thomas
you know,
be
I consider myself both of their nephews.
Yeah.
Ben
which
Carson,
would make them, to me.
Ben Carson just should have been a doctor and stayed out of politics because he's just not really that good in politics.
That would have been fine.
Yeah.
Held up as role models and emulated, not hated and criticized. America is suffering from blackness fatigue, and that fatigue is slowly but surely becoming a boiling rage. Even the friendliest dog will bite if you kick
Yeah, you know
him long
how
enough.
fatigue, if you let it simmer, you don't go to sleep or something. It turns into boiling rage. you know how fatigue be.
And that is where white America is today. There's a showdown coming. There is no more that we can give.
Race war, race
We're-
war, race war, race war, race war. We did
done
it.
apologizing for imaginary violations, and we're done surrendering to black racism. There's a showdown coming, and it's going to get ugly. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and America, bless God again.
He loves that tagline.
He does. He got that little smirky ass
Yeah.
grin every time.
I thought of that.
There's a showdown coming is very ominous.
Yeah, dude. This is one of the most racist I've ever seen him be.
Oh, he's
yeah,
turning it
that
up.
that's honestly, yeah, like I've seen him be like really, really conservative, but this is probably the most like white supremacist I've seen him.
Oh, he's going all out now.
And I'm not gonna lie, I like what I see.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Go on, Bill. Do your thing.
Go on with your dang self.
Get down with your bad self. Let's see what else we got. What else? Trying to find something good.
Play the Shabisky sex tape.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh wait, he'd have had to have sex.
JFS back at you with another dank cooking video. Got the weekend munchies going on, I bet. Well, let's see if I can oblige with that. So I went and cooked up some bacon, add beef, add bacon, add
Is this that
extra
fucked up
cheese.
burger we watched?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
All of his shit is like this.
I guess it's just all this.
Yeah.
I pretty much
It's hard
used
to
the
pin
whole
down.
can of beer to cook the bacon. I'm just saying, like, no amount of alcohol because I drank it all. I pretty much fried the bacon in that grease with all the chicken, the beef, and the bacon grease. No, it never has enough cheese. Extra cheese, everything on it, extra cheese, beef, bacon, extra cheese, and bacon. And guacamole. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
I plan on getting some more alcohol when I can. Oh, that cheese. Oh, yeah. I'm having a food gasm right now. What's up? You hungry? Shut your face and eat me.
Yeah, someone.
I love that someone does that.
Yes. There's a whole bunch of them now.
Remains have been discovered of a strange creature previously unknown to modern science. Geneticists have found it to be a distant relative of the modern Homo sapien and have dubbed it the Boglum. Using the wonders of technology, we invite you into the past to see how this creature may have lived. Let's observe the Boglum in its natural habitat. This prehistoric area we now know as Wyoming was once a cold place. And the ancient Boglum is attempting to start a fire by rubbing two twigs together.
I would consider myself a professional wand maker. My wand business is taking off like a rocket. That's how you establish yourself as an official wand maker.
The mating rituals of the Boglum are shrouded in mystery. It has been rumored that there's been a dry spell.
I'm still going through my dry spell, but it is what it is. You're old enough to be my daughter, but I'm okay with that as long as you're 18.
The social structure of the Boglum
Dry spell 1987 through present.
is greatly deteriorated.
No, recently one of his ex-girlfriends started a YouTube channel, and yeah,
and admitted to fucking him.
Well, she's getting all the trolls that are like mean to him are all like super positive over on her channel, and she like how
I like that. I like that move.
Yeah.
Throughout the years. The Boglum now spends his days in pursuit of spirits and the finest of tobacco. Thank you for joining us on this week's Cobra Tales. And that's most definitely what's up.
Christ.
Her channel is Vulpa Drago. VULPA DRAGO.
How about Vulva Fago? Don't act like you didn't like I knew I fucking got you, Pimp. You didn't want to like it, but you liked it.
Last night, we showed her channel to Tony from Hack the Movies, and he subscribed to her and left a comment on her video. Right here. Another great video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
Very nice to meet you.
I think I have another one.
You know what? Okay, you want to hear a rant? Fuck you. Why is that always the stereotype for women? The first thing they do when they meet you is most of them want to bitch about their problems. Like, am I a psychiatrist? Am I Dr. fucking Phil? I'm just saying, like, that's one of my more attractive qualities that the of-age ladies find sexy.
I'll be right back.
Beyond the muscles, the big cock, the amazing singing skills, the guitar playing, and I'm good looking. But I gotta take a dump, and I don't want to do it on stream. That's what's up. I'm good with animals, I'm good with old people, and I'm a good listener. And I'm good looking.
Old people.
I focus on those attractive qualities, and that's what I use to pick up chicks. You said fuck King Cobra. That's what your mom did last night. Oh, and guess what? She said my dick was better than your dick, you fat motherfucker. I'd put some creamer in that coffee if it was consensual. No, I wouldn't. No, that's a hell no. That is a hell to the no. It's more than that. It's just no. No. You know? And this is the kind of crap that my trolls do to fuck with me because they're jealous of my dark powers. Honestly, it's fucking sad. Josh, that's fat shaming. Some fat fuck starts making fun of me. You know what? Fatty, 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 fat ass. Fatty, 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 fat ass. Fatty, 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 fat ass. And truth be told, sometimes I'll give the trolls what they want just so they pay attention to me. Believe me, I have a very low self-esteem as it is.
I was gonna say, that sounds like something a very sad person would do.
That's what the cop did earlier.
Hashtag fuck you.
Sometimes I'll do what the people who don't like me want me to do because even negative attention is better than no attention to keep me from killing myself.
Yeah.
Mantra of shame.
I wasn't speaking for Cobra, I was speaking for myself.
Line.
You're lying.
You shut your goddamn mouth, Pim.
Okay. I'll do that. I'm about to go, so I'm definitely gonna shut my mouth.
No, don't leave us, Pim.
I'm not leaving them. I'm leaving you, Shabisky.
What?
Oh.
But you're my
on-air breakup.
You're my everything, Pimpmunk. Don't do this to me.
Unlike Brokeback Mountain, I can let you.
Broke Butt Mountain.
I'll see you guys later.
Oh yeah.
You out,
Love you, babe.
See ya.
Miss you.
Wow.
What a dick.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
What a Nazi.
What an absolute Nazi.
I'm glad someone said it.
You know what? It had to be said.
Oh shit!
Couldn't let it go any longer.
It's true.
And now we cannot see him. Ha!
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll probably end this in a few minutes here, unless someone can contribute.
Unless
to the
someone
goal.
wants to go buck ass wild.
Yeah, go buck ass wild.
Oh, damn.
Go buck ass wild. The shaved head did seem suspicious at first.
I agree.
Yep. I think
But now it all makes sense. You should see the back of his head. Giant swastika tattoo. It's crazy.
Damn.
And on his left shoulder, My Little Pony. He mixes it up.
There were like Nazi bronies, right?
100% Nazi bronies, Nazi furries.
Mm-hmm.
You name a weird crossover, we got them.
Involving Nazis.
I'm not going to be able to spend hardly any money at all this month. I got bills to pay. I got...
Unlike all the other months where you're just making it rain.
Yeah, hitting somebody with autism is a federal offense, bud, because it's against the law.
What?
To hit people with autism.
I don't think it's a federal offense. I think it's assault. Like,
I think you're kind of not supposed to hit anyone.
Right.
But if you do, I don't know if it's extra if
No.
they're on the spectrum.
Did you know that?
Is this supposed to be Carl's?
I'm so
pool
good at
in,
guitar.
It is
Aquafina?
100% Carl's pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm swimming in pussy right now. I'm just saying. I mean, by all accounts, I should have pussy just falling into my lap. You know what I'm saying? By all accounts, YouTube, I should have pussy falling into my lap right now. I'm attractive. I have big muscles. I have a big penis. I can sing. I play guitar. And something I've realized, YouTube, is that women definitely think I'm attractive. I'd have to be super autistic.
Based on what?
The trolls.
By what metric?
To not
Yeah, the
notice.
troll accounts that have girl pictures and go.
The people that are
say, "Oh, I
catfishing
love
you.
Yeah.
People who practice magic are ridiculed in our society. Especially if you have autism, you know, people are like, oh, that's just your autism speaking or whatever, you know?
I don't know.
Yay.
We have this UFC game that me and Shabisky play sometimes, and I've beaten him like 50-3.
It's good numbers.
Yeah.
I bet those 3 hurt extra bad though.
Not really. They have Bruce Lee in the game and he can't grapple, so I was just trying to beat him like with kicks and punches with Bruce Lee. And I wasn't that good at it. I'm better at grappling in the game.
I'm getting super.
Yeah, I
good at
played one of the UFC games and it was pretty fun, but that's the end of my story because I don't own a system newer than PS2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Xbox Game Pass. Someone said Autisky. Is that your real name?
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's my real name.
Yeah, definitely my name. Definitely.
Definitely.
It's true.
3, so the Bulls in the midst of their second run.
Watch. He sat on
damn.
Dennis Rodman's head.
Hell yes. Arabian goggles on Dennis Rodman.
You can be certain of that.
And this is Sean
shit,
Kemp. Sean Kemp, who
I was
owns
gonna
a
say, I was surprised Sean Kemp had time for a basketball game in between having, 27 illegitimate children.
He owns a weed store in Seattle now.
Hell yeah, Sean Kemp.
Dennis Rodman gives him a pat on the back. The terrific move here by Kemp. The hard spin and then over the head as Dennis Rodman is helpless as the quickness, power, and strength of Kemp too much.
That was a
He sat on him.
Like Rodman's got wrestling experience. He could have sold a flying head scissors right there if Kemp knew what he was doing. But
I remember Hogan had his like celebrity wrestling reality show, and Rodman was on that too.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this, Christina.
Mm-hmm.
If a guy got mad at you for a legitimate reason
Mm-hmm.
and cussed you the fuck out one day
Mm-hmm.
and then wanted to put baby oil on you the next, would you let him?
Yeah, that's a relationship. You know, you fight and then you make up.
Hey, if the moon was made out of ribs, would you eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're taking up for me here because maybe you know too much.
No, I don't actually, but that's
But
a
not
good
just
question.
saying a stranger. Some stranger cuss you out one day.
Oh,
the next day he's making up to you and offering to rub baby oil all over your back of your body, or all over you. All you want it there.
Yeah, I would have to say no if it was a stranger to want to put
What if he was good looking, bum looking
oil all
guy?
over me. Yeah.
What if he brought you 24 of them little fucking tasty drinks, the expensive ones? I held one up the other time. Forgot the name of them drinks. What if he brought you a nice
What are you
fucking drink?
talking about?
It's weird.
Think you just really fucking had to have. You laying on a bed. You need
Like
a
a
drink.
stranger?
You
No.
got a drink here. It's going to get you fucking tipsy to drunk because you bought that many of them. You laying there with your girlfriend, like, "Hey, babe, get a drink, babe, get a drink."
Yeah. Okay.
The only thing you got to do to get a drink is let this guy rub baby oil all over you, and that guy's me.
That guy's me.
How come Bob's trying to smash a stranger here? Where's the beautiful Nigerian girlfriend?
But I know who you are.
And
like
I
if it was a
guarantee
complete
you,
stranger,
I'm not going to touch your private. I just want to put baby oil all over your gorgeous fucking body. Would you let me do it? Your arms.
I don't know. See, that's a
No,
hard
I'm gonna rub.
question.
I'm gonna rub the shit into your arms, your armpits, your feet, your legs.
That's a hard question, Bob. I mean, here's the thing.
Your body.
Yeah, well,
back,
like the whole scenario with the beach, and
butt.
this, that, and the other. I think we were all young at some point, like young, where everything was fun. And now,
No, I'm talking about right now. Right now.
No, hell no. You got
Today.
a woman.
Right now. Now, if I walked up to you on the beach and you knew who I was, you wouldn't let me do it. Put the baby oil all over your body.
But I know you, Bob. That's the thing. I know you.
Oh, so you'd let me do that?
So you're
though,
not
right?
like a complete stranger. No, because you're in love, and I know you're in
There
love
you
because
go.
I heard your video.
So I could like videotape that shit. I come see you, and that's the first time I meet you. I get to videotape that, right?
Man, if Bob's fake girlfriend sees this, she's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Why would somebody videotape meeting somebody? Like I would have concerns there.
Because I think that fucking video people would want to see.
He's hella drunk right here. I'm liking it.
Yeah, that's the end of the clip. It's
a number of keystones deep.
Yep.
So his way of broaching this was, if you were married to someone and they cussed you out one day and then wanted to rub baby oil on you the next day, would you? And then also, would you let me do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. That's pretty smooth.
The Biden administration has also issued regulations to indoctrinate America's school children with poisonous and divisive left-wing doctrines, such as critical race theory, and exact opposite of the American belief that we all are created equal in the holy image of God. We have a group of people.
Well,
I don't know where
all
they come
men
from.
are created equal in the holy
It
image
does
of
say
God,
that
and then
men.
there's also women.
It's terrible. Just as the state House of Representatives has done right here in North Carolina, Republicans at every level should move immediately to ban critical race theory in our schools. And we should ban it in workplaces, we should ban it in our states, and we should ban it in the federal government, and it should be done immediately.
What if we just banned like people of other races, then we wouldn't have to worry about critical race theory. I'm just spitballing here, guys. Is this the one where his pants were backward?
I don't know. Did he come out with his pants backwards?
You carry on.
Should be done very
I'm on.
quickly. Washington Democrats are also pushing legislation to spend billions and billions of dollars on phony civic education.
Billions.
Giving students academic credit to show up at protests. Can you believe that? And make themselves into left-wing activists. And how badly do they treat people that tend to be on the right compared to people that are on the radical left? Look at what happened in Portland. Nothing's happening with these people. And they do kill people, and they burn down buildings, and they go after federal buildings, and nothing happens. And people are damn angry about it. If government-run schools are going to indoctrinate children with radical ideas, Republicans must immediately pass legislation to empower every parent in America to opt out of the insanity and send their child to the public, private, charter, or religious school of their choice.
He's like, don't go to public schools.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you shouldn't go to public schools if you can help it. They're bad.
I went to private schools. Here's Trump. Here's the thing you sent me.
Those are backwards pants.
Are they?
The other picture illustrates a little better, I think.
Did you send another?
Yeah, there's two in there.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, here it comes.
I put my pants on backwards all the time. What's the big deal?
Like those are that's the butt of pants.
Now he comes out to jump, the Mac Daddy make it jump.
Full on crisscross, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's mentally ill. He's fun though. I'll give him that. Can't say he's not fun.
I remember
I'd vote for him twice.
You can't vote.
That's true. Not even in Canada. I'm a convicted felon.
Oh damn.
I killed a kid.
Yeah, I saw. We saw that. We saw your shoot match.
we saw. Oh yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I beat up Jimbo.
He died.
He went to heaven.
What else we got? How much time we got left? We'll just chill for a little bit and then we'll end it.
0 minutes.
Yeah.
Last chance for someone to step up money-wise. You fucking cowards.
Some days of the week are better than others. So, front butt. He's insane.
It's hot.
I like how he literally can't put his pants on forward without like a staff. Like you leave him to his own devices and this is what you get.
He had a Diet Coke button.
He did have a Diet Coke button. For someone to bring him a Diet Coke.
Right, like I would have just been like, give me a mini fridge and fill it full of Diet Coke.
Mini fridge! The answer is mini fridge. You don't need a button and a designated man for it.
Right, just the designated man can just fill it up every day.
He can stock the fridge.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to bring it to you.
I wonder if it was on like one of those old school like platters with the lid on top. You know,
that's how you picture it, right? That is 100% how I picture it. Like absolutely, like the domed lid.
Yes,
your Diet Coke, sir. Yeah,
and then he drank it pinkies up too.
Yeah, for sure. Two hands pinkies up. It's a rare move, but if you can pull it off, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, when he drank that water, that was so. And then he drank water with one hand to show everyone.
I can do it, guys.
Yeah.
God.
Whew. Yeah, that was. I can't even talk about politics that much anymore because it's just. Now he's gone, and it's just it's not as ridiculous as it used to be. Nothing seems.
It's quieter.
Right.
It's definitely quieter.
Right. Like
I'm fine with it. Like it absolutely killed comedy for 4 years, so it's nice to get back to other stuff.
Right. You're right.
It doesn't work when the president is funnier than every comic.
Well,
the power dynamic is out of whack.
Yes, you're right. I agree 100%. I think we are going to wrap up this stream and
Some people think Trump pants are elastic pull-ups to slide over his big boy dippers.
Oh, he might have dippers.
I hope that's true.
He wears dippers.
I hope that's true.
He definitely does. All right, guys, we are going to end this. I'll see you next week. Take care.
Deal.
Good night.
Adios.
Ciao, guys. I'll miss you.